All right, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's well. Pull out bandit, man. I was psyched. I don't want to talk about that. I just messing with y'all. I put that title up. I don't want to really talk about that. I could care honestly, man. I'm laughing at y'all. I'm laughing at you bots out there though. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Y'all make it real fun to have a YouTube channel. Watching you guys squirm and try, not you, pull out bandit. Watching some of y'all squirm. Got the John early. Let's go. You know what I did. Hey, dog. Got in the John early. Yeah, dog. Look, man. What's up, Matthew Thomas? What's up, pull out bandit? What's up, What's up, Ray Patterson? Jayada. What's up? Lamar, what's going on? Says so quick to throw stones, Haney team, and here we are. Dog, let me tell you something, man. Oh, I didn't forget, Ricky. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Bernard Wallace, what's up? HMC, what's good with you, sir? Thank you for the reminder, Ricky Williams. Be easy in the building. What's going on? Vlad's dad, Bird 101. Thank you for the support, Bird 101. My guy, Fard 1930. Starts at 9 a.m. a little bit later, and it's 8 a.m. my time, but yeah, I started a couple minutes late because I needed to change the title of the video because I was really just kind of playing. I thought for myself, should I spend this time preaching at y'all about why you should not be doing those type of things? You know what I mean? Why you shouldn't be such a smart aleck when people are, when people are down and, having different standards for different people. All those different things that as we talk as a boxing community that we often see and are willing to point out in other people. But when we do it ourselves, not so much. What's going on, Nicholas? Price Boy, what's happening? What's going on, Ray Patterson, Vlad's dad in the building? Malcolm Gardner, what's going on, man? Shout out to Youngstown, Ohio in the building. ATX Realist, what's going on, man? Greg's Boxing Network, what's good? Terrell W and Marcus Robinson, what's happening? Love Marcus Robinson, excuse me. I think Bud Crawford knows that he has a lot of trouble. I don't know, man. I think he's pretty arrogant dude, pretty confident guy. What's going on, Jay, Son F, and Chris Brooks, the Bashid, Patrick Gordon, Undercard Boxing. Good morning, Barbara D. Now, I have to tell you, Barbara D, good morning, sister. I have to tell you the reason that I changed this title. I was ready to go off on Thug Life. Yeah, it was. Ready to go off about Thug Life. Suburban Gangster, the Dream, Haney. Look. I have to say, I'm going to speak about it a little bit, though, because I want you guys to understand. I don't like you, hypocrites. I don't. Not that I know you personally, but I just don't like your comments. You guys are some raging hypocrites. You guys are raging hypocrites. There's a guy that was on my Twitter yesterday. You're a raging hypocrite. A raging hypocrite. Are we going to get angry for Fanon today? No, we are not. No, you are not going to get angry me today. No. You are not going to get an angry me today. How's they say there's only 45 people in the building, and I know full well I see 100 and something else. Okay, there you go. No, you're not going to get an angry me today. That's not a fake fact. I need more anger. I need more angry, Fanon. Hey, look, T. Orlando, I can't help you, dog, because honestly, I'm stuck in between. How can I be mad when I'm laughing? How can I be angry when I'm laughing? Everything you guys do and throw at other people is flying right back at you. Like, how can I not? I sat there and watched Devin Haney's team hand out mugshots on Thanksgiving, clearly clout chasing and hating at the same time. Was I right? Tell me if I was wrong. Weren't they out handing out? Didn't they have Tank Givens, and weren't they handing out mugshots of Terence of Gervonta Davis? Jada, I've never seen you angry. Oh, I've been angry on the channel before. Am I missing? Did I miss something? Were they handing out mugshots of Gervonta Davis? Weren't they? I think they were. I think they were mugshots. So I was having a conversation because I put out a tweet. Because I'm a tweeter now. I get to tweet. I got the Twitter fingers. So since I got Twitter fingers now, and if I want to just say something, I can just throw it out there on Twitter because I don't have to do a whole video and any of that. Just type it up and out it goes. Hey, Fanon, if Calvin Ford bid petty and passed out Devin's mugshots like Bill, would he be wrong? Yeah, he'd be wrong because he'd be petty. Yes, he would be wrong. Just like they are wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. That's my point. That's why I'm saying, and I'm telling you, in all your ways, acknowledge him. Like Proverbs says, lean not into your own understanding, but in all your ways, acknowledge him. That's in Proverbs. That's in Proverbs. Malcolm Allen, man, thank you. Yesterday, man, for the $10 holler yesterday, my guy Malcolm Allen said, thanks from someone that sees you as a mentor as well. Hey, man, well, let me mentor you today, Malcolm Allen. Thank you, brother. Let me preach to you today. There's a saying called, there's a proverb. Lean not unto your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him. Chickens coming home to roost for Haney, pop a bird. So what does that mean here to me? This is what it means to me. You can get something different out of it. What it means to me is act right. Act right. And don't be a hypocrite. All your ways acknowledge him. Acknowledge what is right in what you do. Do not mistreat people. Stop mistreating people. Stop thinking it's okay to mistreat people. To pass out their mug shots. Just because somebody mistreats you, it's not okay for you to do it to somebody else. You know what I mean? Somebody lowballs you, now you get to lowball everybody else. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on. So when that happened, dude, first of all, I bet that was an allegedly altered gun changed into a machine gun. That's why the security did not claim the gun. I don't know why they did or they did not. Hey, Fanon, stop being positive and uplifting. Release the fury, bro. Look, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I like Devin Haney. Look, you guys don't believe that I like Devin Haney. I like Devin Haney. I don't want that man getting nothing on his record. I don't want him to get arrested. I don't want any of that. And he shall direct your path. Thank you very much. Look, I like Devin Haney as a person. I do. I do not like the fan base that just does whatever. Shadeja Green said the same thing, said she can't wait to become the A so she can start lowballing challengers. Shadeja Green said that. I can't wait to be the A side so I can start lowballing challengers. That's hilarious. Look, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But look, whatever the case is, man, that's what you get. And I don't mean it like I'm happy that that's what you get. No, literally, that's what you get. Cast your bread upon the water, it shall return manyfold. You think your bread or your wishes or your actions are just good? You think you can just throw something out there, whether it's good or bad? If you throw something out there as a bunch of hatred, get ready, it's coming back at you. Broop, broop. You know what I mean? Green about to beat down Marshall. Hey, what's going on, man? Vaughn said, what's the split for Tank Haney? I don't know. Whatever Tank wants it to be. I don't know. What did Devin Haney say it should be? What did Devin Haney say it should be when somebody doesn't have anything to offer you? He said, Fanon, I like Devin too. Yeah, it's hard for people to separate the fact that somebody that may not like what his father does from him himself. Fanon, I like Devin too. It's just as damn daily capping ass daddy whom I dislike unapologetically. Look, I'm telling you for sure. Passing, hey, thank you, Coach Ari. Hey, definitely, because the collection plate been thin lately. The church we need to build a new church. I don't want to get blaspheming out here. Thank you, brother. I know, sister, I appreciate everything, though. Appreciate you. Devin is okay, but Tank will destroy. I don't know what you mean. Oh, you're talking about as far as a fighter. I literally had people talking to people on my chat yesterday. Literally had people. Fernando, oh, I got you, brother. I got you, Mr. Voltan. I did that. Thank you. Look, I had this conversation where people said, when I said, and all I said was this, see, that's why you don't kick people when they're down. Because you never know when your people are going to be sitting for that mugshot. Now, Devin's sitting for a mugshot. We haven't got a copy of the mugshot yet. But it'll be out there soon. Because if you sat there, if they arrested you, they fingerprinted you and took a picture. Yeah, I saw that lie. They lied. Hey, Fanai, did you say Haney's weight? Yeah, I saw it. I saw him lie. Dog, they asked him. They didn't sit his ass on no scale. They ain't got no scale sitting there. That ain't no doctor's office. Dog, they took that shit right off his driver's license, man. Y'all better get out of here. That was the weight that was on his driver's license, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, dog. Dog, y'all like, oh, yeah, well, come on. First of all, that had to be put out there as a joke. But, dog, 5'8", 140, that's when he got his driver's license. They give me your license, and they take it straight from the license, and they put it on there. No, they didn't pull out no scale, dog, and do his blood pressure. What do you think? You think it was a 6-month checkup or something? That he was getting put in the clink. They put him in the clink. Yeah, I saw his weight. That's hilarious, man. Y'all be wilding out, man. Sometimes y'all, not anybody particularly. Some people got to think a little more clearly. Mr. Pragmatic said, for the building fund. Thank you, Mr. Pragmatic. No joke. I would love to have a studio. That's the building fund. Yeah, because my wife is on my neck about this house. Ooh, she's on my neck, dog. She's on my neck. Tank should be example. What is this? Tank should be example. Money and lawyers don't fix everything, especially when you've been taking pictures with it. Can't fix stupid. What? Tank should be an example. Money and lawyers don't fix everything, especially when you've been taking pictures with it. I don't know what you're talking about, Price Boy 85. What do you mean? I don't even know if what he did was dumb. I don't know if what he did was dumb. No joke. Coach Ari said for the collection plate, thank you, sister. I don't know. Getting in a car accident is bad. I wouldn't call it dumb because it can be an accident. If you've been drinking and driving, that's dumb. But leaving your car there and leaving, if you've been drinking, that may not be so dumb. But anyway, it is. Dog Spaz, get out of my face, bro. Why are you talking about me? That man ain't nobody talking about me. Yes, he did look at Southpaw pay. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. He said money and lawyers fix everything. Ask OJ. Hey, it'll fix a lot. Hey, ask OJ, Kobe, and Cosby. You got, hey, dog. Hey, you may need a couple of them, dog. You may need a couple of them. You got some dough, because you better believe Cosby be under the jail for a good amount of time without that money. By the way, free Bill Cosby. You raggedy bat, y'all raggedy two-time and son of a guns. You know what I mean? Anyway, man. Universe will always make it right. Bill shared mugshots. Look at it now. Yeah, dog. Seriously, man. You should have done that. I want to see you jail pick. My jail pick? You want to see my jail pick? I don't have a jail pick. I don't think. Oh, I was arrested. There's a mugshot out of me. There's a mugshot of me somewhere. There's a mugshot out there of me somewhere, I'm sure. I've had a couple run-ins. You know, I dabbled in some run-ins. I've made some mistakes in my life. I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? I've made some mistakes in my life. You know, I haven't been no felonies though. Never mind. What do you mean? What I get arrested for? I got arrested for slapping the shit out of somebody for asking me why I got arrested. That's what happened. Somebody walked up and started trying to mind my business, and I slapped the taste out their mouth. So, you know, they took me in. And then I said, hey, man, they was in my business. So, oh, no worries. We'll let you go, sir. That's what it was. Look, man, what does it matter, man? What does it matter, dude? So what? What does it matter? I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect. I ain't never claimed to be perfect. So whatever, like I said. Anyway, everyone is one mistake away from a plea. And you make the mistake, you made the mistake, you just weren't caught. God dog, you better believe it. Man, you better believe that one. So we've all been delivered from something, a woman, a man, some smoke, some drink, something. Exactly, bro. Hey, Tony Street, not you for 9. I'm talking about Haney, my bad. No worry, Tony Street. I'm just having fun today. No joke. Did you see Wild and his nephew telling, oh, yeah, be easy. I saw him. He said, look, man, smacking on his food like, look, man, the faster you sign this contract, faster I get to knock you out. Sign that contract, man. Yeah, dog, that was hilarious, man. Yeah, it was hilarious, though. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. Oh, man, who be talking about me, though, man? I need to know. I don't pay attention to these dudes anymore. Who's been talking to me? Somebody really been talking about me? Let me know. Hey, let me feel important. Somebody been talking about me? I know y'all Devin Haney fans don't like me. I know you don't. I would like to clarify something, though, if you would not mind. I would like to clarify something. You ever heard anybody say that the reason why I am so unfair to poo-poo pair Devin Haney? Like, this man ain't a grown man that doesn't have a bunch of critics around him. You know, you ever heard that the reason that is because Bill Haney said Fanon the Con? Is anybody ever heard somebody tell me that? It's like this cornball thing that the Haney bots are doing now, where they come to my channel and they say the exact same thing. Oh, it just sounds so personal. It's so personal. And then every time they say, oh, it's so personal, I say, okay, tell me what sounds personal. And they can, well, it's just everything combined, but no individual thing, just everything. It's no individual thing, but it's everything. How does that work? Like, I think you're a millionaire. I think you're a millionaire. You claim you're a millionaire. Show me your money. Well, I don't have any money. It's just, it's just everything. Like, no, where's the money? If you can't point to me being unfair to him, it ain't near any instance. You can't point to me being unfair in any instance. Maybe I'm not being unfair. But watch this. They say, watch how ridiculous this is. No, it's not. It's because they're Haney bots. They don't like they're up Haney's backside is what they are. No, dude, they're like Haney enemas, okay? They're just way up in there is what it is. It's not me, it's them, okay? It's not me. It's not that. It's you. Just because I say, all right, it's okay, whatever. Just because you're in love with that woman don't mean I got to be in love with her. I'm not hating her because you love her. Hey, starting to know Haney talk fun. Oh, don't worry. We'll move off soon. I just wanted to get this in real quick. I just wanted to get this in real quick. If you think about it, he said Fanan the Khan, then he must have been mad at something that I said before that. So since I said it before that, how could it be that made me say it? You guys, that's the problem with a lot of you bots, a lot of you marketing departments, online marketing departments. Hey, starting to know Haney talk fun. You got 2 minutes. All right, so let's get into this, man. A bunch of interesting things was said, man. Frank Martin is fighting this weekend. And Frank Martin says that he is ready for Shakur Stevenson or Vasily Lomachenko. And in the middle of it, when they were coming, where Derek James was coming out of the press conference, shout out to the great Derek James. Derek James agreed with Gervonta Davis. I know I'm not going to go look at that shit. Tell me what they said, Spaz. What did they say? I need to know how important I am. You need to write that down, Spaz. I'm not going to anybody's live stream. I don't watch other people's live streams. The only people that I watch for even a little bit is BFTB. I watch BFTB for a second. I'll go to Just Do Boxing. I'll listen to Manager Marty whenever I can get it. But other than that, dog, I'm not trying to hear what you guys got to say. You got to tell me what you got to say. You talking about me. Hey, Virgil Wembley says, good morning, Fanan. It's Friday. I'm knowing out this I'm knowing out this lawn of mine, ready for the chat. Let's cook. You knowing out this lawn of you're mowing this lawn of yours? Oh, that's what's up. Ready for the chat. Let's cook. Yes, sir. We're Wembley. Thank you. Matter of fact, Spaz, why don't you, hey, what's going on, man? Subscribe to the Parlor of East Wheaton. I got it ready today. What's going on to my guy? TJOC in the place to be, spinning on the ones and twos. What's going on, sir? And the Rise podcast, man. The Rise podcast don't even. Yeah, let me know what you said. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, hit that link. Here, let me put the link in. Bots, go ahead and hit the link. Let me know what everybody's saying about me. Let everybody know what people are saying about me. Oh, he agreed that that punch resistance is going to be a problem with Terence Crawford. That the punch resistance is going to be a problem. Gervonta Davis laid out this scenario. Shout out to the king of 135. Shout out to the king of 135. Shout out to the king of 135. Because, dog, if you the king, how can you not be the king of the weight class you in? But he said that Errol and Terence is like one got a glass shield, the other one's got a steel shield. Which one is going to win if you're hitting them on the shield? One is going to crank. One is going to crack. That's what he said. And he agreed with what he agreed with what it was that Gervonta Davis said. He also explained how he was going to take away, how you take away. And this is why I like, dude, I'm telling you, I like Derrick James, man. I don't care if Derrick James likes me or not. I like Derrick James, okay? Derrick James was asked about the southpaw stance and how you prepare for a southpaw stance. And he said, he was like, well, dude, some of the answers are so simple, like it really shows people like really it's the simple things in life that get things done. It really is the fundamentals. It really is the basics. It really are. They get you 99% there. Like getting up every morning and going to work makes you some more successful than getting up to go to work every other day. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Being consistent is really a big thing. It may sound small, but it's really big because there's so many small things that pile up. You know what I mean? Like a gigantic mountain is nothing but a pile of it's a rock. You know that yeah, that's a bad example. You know, but you get my point. You know, if you're gonna make a fake hill, you move dirt, you know, one thing at a time, and it piles up and it piles up and it piles up, and now you got a big hill. Just like a huge mess. You throw if you throw garbage out there, over time, you're gonna have a lot of garbage. You know what I mean? But anyway, so he says this thing that is just so simple. He says, well, first thing is I get southpaw sparring partners and I get orthodox sparring partners. And then sometimes I'll hold the mitts from a southpaw stance. Yeah, that's it. A southpaw stance. And then I'll just switch to an orthodox stance. And then he said, watch this. And then the thing that I really liked that he said was, look, and here's the thing. Straight shots to the body. Doesn't matter what stance you're standing in. Straight punches to the body. They're going to land no matter what stance you're in. Hey, Corey LSB said, first time here, you're pretty good, brother. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. It's just so simple. Like, I like hearing just the simple things, you know, the very, very simple things. And so, yeah, man, I just thought that was really, yeah, just keep it simple, man. That's what they say. Keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? KIS, yeah, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple, stupid. We're not going to get over all the overly complex and all this stuff, dude. We about to just chop that tree down. You're just going to chop the tree down. We're going to go straight punches at your body. If I'm aiming for your head and doing if that right there, though, it's right there. Cutting off the ring, straight shots to the body. Keep it blocking, not slipping. Blocking, not slipping. But it is what it is, man. I thought that's funny, man. I like Bud, but he ain't going to look like Flash he hasn't looked like Flash in a long time, man, but he definitely is a very, very good fighter. I just don't really hear any specifics coming out of their camp. Zank got to be trolling. No, dude, hit the link, man. Come on, man. Tell me what people are saying, bro. Spaz. Let me know what he was saying, Spaz. Since you want to spread it so bad. There you go, man. There's your link. There's your link. Spaz. You're going to tell me? Are you going to enlighten me? Are you going to enlighten me? I need to be enlightened, man. Come on. Big Fana, go get him. What's going on, Nonstop? Himothy Nonstop, what's good? What did he say? No, that's hilarious. What's going on, my guy, DeMariano in the building? What's going on, man? Buzz sound like a fighter who ready to wrap it up. I mean, I can't say that. However, I'm just telling you, just the closer we get to the fight, the more confident I am in Errol. And he doesn't usually have that usually for me bodes well. So you're not gonna get on here and explain to me how somebody who I could give a damn what they think of me has to say about me. I don't care, number one. But Spaz, are you RuPaul? Are you RuPaul? Are you King? Just let me know, bro. But you can hit the link since you want to tell everybody so badly. You let me know what somebody said. What difference does it make to me at all? Probably because you asked them a question about me. Probably because you asked them a question. If I actually wasted my time to go listen to 35 minutes and 40 seconds of somebody's diatribe that I could give a shit about, I'm sure I'll see a question where you asked him about me right there and wonder why somebody minding their own business on their own channel would all of a sudden mention me out of the blue. Could it be you, maybe? Could it be you? It could be you. That's what I think. Anyway, since you're not going to get on here, dog, don't spaz anymore, bro. Because if I see you pop up and you don't click that link, I'm going to get rid of you. Just for trying to start drama. But let me assure you, I do not care what any other YouTube channel has to say about me. Unless my mama starts a YouTube channel. Oh, either way, it doesn't matter, Rick Timms. If somebody says something, it's because somebody brought it up. That's it. That's the only reason. Because why? Because somebody else brought it up. That's it. But just to let you know, who cares? Perhaps they're jealous, Martin. There's no reason to be jealous of me. There's no reason for him to be jealous of me. He's got his own thing going on. He's doing very well for himself. He's doing very well for himself. There's no reason for him to be jealous of me. The only reason that there is, for usually 99 out of 100 times, that there is a YouTube channel that says something about another YouTube channel, it's because one of you clowns like you, Spaz, jump on there and try to start something. Because you don't want to talk boxing. You want to be, and I'm telling you right now, bro, I don't like that you guys say act like a woman. Okay? Because you dudes do that crap all the time too. And have always done that crap all the time. Trying to start something with somebody. But you have genuine supporters. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys being my genuine supporters. I really, really do. I really do. I'm just trying to tell you that we're going to be rocking, talking this boxing no matter what. And I'm telling you flat out right now, the only supporters that I'm ever going to have are the ones that are okay with me saying what my opinion is. Because that's all it is at the end of the day. And guess what? Devin Haney, and let me repeat this again. Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, put out mugshots of by the way, who is a felon himself. My understanding is he is a convicted felon himself. Started making fun of Gervonta Davis for getting a charge. And I thought to myself, man, ain't that wild? I thought you couldn't get into Australia because you had an old felony. But somebody with a felony will ridicule somebody else that's facing a felony charge by throwing their mugshot around and highlighting his problems for laughs and as a way to draw attention to his son. And then, not a year later, have TMZ talking about how the kid that was so good, and I don't doubt that he is a good kid, that never gets in any problems, right? Isn't that what they said? Isn't they say nobody talks about how Devin Haney never gets in any trouble, right? He's a good kid. That's what they were saying when they were talking about Gervonta. Now he's facing a felony. Now he's facing a felony. Is he no longer a good kid? Now you tell me where I'm being unfair. You tell me where I'm being unfair. and click the link and tell me how I'm being unfair. It would be unfair of me not to point it out. It would be unfair of me not to point it out, because I defended Gervonta Davis from that when it happened. When I said, look, man, everybody that gets charged has a right to go to court. Just because you're accused does not mean that you are guilty. Guess what happened with Gervonta Davis? When Gervonta, yeah, still a good man. I don't have a problem with that. When Gervonta Davis was arrested for the domestic issue with his girlfriend, baby's mother, what I said was, look, man, I don't know what happened there. You got to wait for those guys to go to court. When they go to court, if he's convicted of it, hey, man, he gets convicted of it. He serves his time. That's what it is. But until the state proves their case, it's innocent until proven guilty, is what I said about Gervonta. And I'm going to say the same thing about Devin. Until the state proves their case, it's innocent until proven guilty. I have no idea whose GUN that was. I have no idea about what happened. I heard what the police report said, and I heard what his father said. They're two different things. How do I know which one is right? Guess what? Rick Timms, the domestic case was dropped. The domestic case was dismissed. The domestic case was dismissed. It didn't keep people from posting those mugshots. You know, and I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying, like, look, why don't you start treating people right? Stop mistreating people so you can build Devin Haney's name. And I've been saying that to you guys for damn near 3 years now. Stop running people's name into the mud. Because every time you run their name into the mud, you step in the mud. And that mud is going to come off on you. And when you keep doing it, it's only a matter of time till something happens to you. And then all of a sudden, you're going to want everybody to be nice and fair and all of that. You're not going to want people to do a bunch of videos about Devin, cracking jokes about him being a con man, him being a gun-toting thug. You're not going to want any of that. So why are you doing it to other people? You guys are literally out here justifying somebody getting lowballed because something that you said happened to Devin. So now Devin gets to lowball this guy and lowball that guy. Now watch, what did Teofimo Lopez say to Devin right after that? Hey, man, you ain't got nothing that I want. Nothing. You are not the A side in this because you have nothing to offer me. You guys are spreading this ridiculous duck talk called you have nothing to offer me. What do you have to offer me? Now, other people are going to run around and say, well, he doesn't have anything to offer me. He doesn't have anything to offer me. That's what Lomachenko said about Devin Haney. You didn't have anything to offer me. But it wasn't okay when he said it. When Devin didn't have anything, and he's fighting on there in the zone in front of 1,000, 2,000 people, Lomachenko didn't fight him, and you had a problem with it. When that man didn't have anything to offer him. When Devin didn't have anything to offer him. Nothing. Nothing. No belts, no nothing. But he was ducking him because he didn't take the fight. But now with Shakur, who is much more established than Devin Haney was at that time, but now, oh, you don't have anything to offer me. I'm telling you, you guys need to stop. And stop saying I'm hating on Devin. I'm not. Y'all are hating on everybody else. Y'all are out there hating on everybody else. Now you got Teofimo Lopez with his nose stuck up to the ceiling talking about you have nothing to offer me. Because guess what? He doesn't. He doesn't. have anything to offer Teofimo Lopez. He doesn't have anything to offer Regis Prograis. Nothing. By your own argument. Because they can't fight for those belts. David would say, wait, Fanon, I'm behind. What happened to Devin? Devin got arrested for felony possession of a concealed weapon. Oh, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Devin Haney was arrested for felony possession of a concealed weapon in California. He was arrested, booked, and let out on bail. No, you have nothing to offer him, period. They're not at 140, so there's no need to say you have nothing to offer him at 140. They're not at 140. So you have nothing to offer me. And guess what else? He has nothing to offer Gervonta because Gervonta doesn't want the belts. And I mean that with all my heart. You guys keep saying how I'm hating. I am consistent. I got you. Oh, thank you, Richard Paris. Thank you, Richard Paris. What's going on, John Tony? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. For people that are behind, Devin Haney was arrested for felony possession of a concealed weapon, a semi-automatic handgun. A semi-automatic handgun. I don't know. Seems like a little thug to me, huh? Right? Right? I like the long argument. You guys are going to lose it. Let me tell you something. And when you lose the long argument, you lose a lot. You lose a lot when you lose the long argument. Because you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And people are gonna recognize it. This blatant hypocrisy going on from Devin Haney supporters has been going on for like 3 years now. Of one rule applies for me, another rule applies for you. And to have it hit with a felony charge, if you guys don't stop, it's going to get worse. Let me repeat. If you all don't stop, it's going to get worse. I've been telling you, it's going to get worse. I said just sit and wait. I've been telling you that for over 3 years. Just sit and wait. Hold on one second, Jameson Childress. Hold on one second. Hey, my guy, Richard Paris, man, you dropped double whammies on me, man, bro. Triple whammies on me, dog. Thank you, man. He said, listening at work. Hope all is well with you, Fanon. Been catching the reruns. Thank you, brother. Man, hey, man, thank you for being such a big supporter, Mr. Paris. Thank you, sir. And another, my guy, Richard Paris again said, man down, the biggest, Free Smoke Jr., Moby Dick. Hey, I got to tell you, man, Brian Custer got to learn to say pause. He said Moby Dick, and I was like, man, say pause. That's the first time I was like, pause. Moby Dick, pause. Flipping that boy's boat, put him in the dirt. Hashtag busted gloves. Hey, and my guy, Richard Paris said, oh, and my boy got 2 new mouthpieces too. So there's going to be a game. There's no game plan, no distractions. Come get that one-sided A whooping. Much love in that cash app, in that PayPal, brother. I'm yelling from the top of my lungs, man. And let me get through these real quick. My guy said, gong your boy up. Yes, sir, Brock Howard. Gong for real. Gong for real. I should tell y'all something too, dude. Hey, Mr. Gallimore in the building says, shout out to you and the chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much more than you know. Los in the building. Very, very convenient. Haney gets arrested. Calculated move. Nah, that ain't calculated move now. And it ain't convenience. It ain't a calculated move, and it ain't convenience. No. It is not a calculated move, and it is not convenient. Also, something don't smell right. I will agree with you, something don't smell right, though, because those stories don't match up. If the police said they found the gun under the seat, why would the security guard have the glove under the seat? Please, you guys got to help me with this. If a security guard is licensed to have a weapon, I don't know if they're licensed to have a concealed weapon. And two, why would they be concealing it underneath the seat? Devin Haney's driver's seat. It's under the seat. That doesn't make sense. But we'll see in court, though. No, he's not. He got out. And my guy, Mr. Squirewell, said, the world is full of haters. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Much love and thank you, brother. Jameson Childress, how can I help you?
Happy Friday to you, brother. How you doing today?
I'm well, man. Happy Friday to you.
Awesome. Actually want to talk some boxing to you, man. With you. I saw the headline of the chat with Shakur and Bud getting ready for the fight on the 29th.
Yes, sir.
And specifically, I want to ask from your experience, like, because maybe you see something that I'm missing, or you can enlighten me where I'm missing it. But the question is, in what ways is it beneficial for Bud to spar Shakur to get ready for Errol? And the reason I ask is because I'm a big fan of all three guys, really, but specifically when it comes to Errol and Shakur, from a physicality standpoint, Shakur really can't replicate obviously the physical size and the reach of Errol. And then just in terms of style and power, he can march forward the way that Errol does, but he really can't simulate that consistent pressure and that consistent body attack. So from your perspective, in what ways do you think sparring Shakur is helpful?
Southpaw stance, number one. They're both southpaws. Mm-hmm. The other one is, I think, is the jab. Is Shakur goes to the body similar in a way that is he can come in and close the distance, and he closes the distance in a way that's similar to Errol. And also, if Shakur Stevenson wants to, I'm sure he can imitate Errol. Just imitate him. Be like, okay, let me fight like Errol fights. He may not, if he's sparring with him, he may not fight just like he fights. He may fight in a way that is much more similar to Errol and try to do what Errol does. You know what I mean? Like cutting off the ring. He may, whatever Errol does, he'll see what Errol does and he'll try to mimic it and give Terence Crawford those type of looks. And I think as far as the hand speed and the timing and the ability to catch Terence Crawford with counter punches, I mean, Shakur Stevenson is a top-notch counter puncher. So, I mean, I don't think it could hurt. You know what I mean? But I don't think, obviously, he's not going to be able to replicate him for a lot of reasons. One, they got headgear on, and they don't have the same, they don't have the same size gloves on. But I think that he can definitely replicate if he watches what Errol does and he figures, okay, let me run the same combinations. Let me try to step to the side on the inside like Errol does. Let me try to step to this side like Errol does. Like what a lot of people will do is mimic what their opponent likes to do. And it may not be something that they would do in a fight, in a fight themselves. Now the other guy that they had sparring was Willie Nelson, and Willie Nelson is a much bigger guy, right? Who could probably give him the southpaw style and a guy that's much bigger. So it's not that, from what I see, it's not that Terence Crawford is only fighting with sparring with Shakur Stevenson, but and Shakur is very, very sharp. He's very, very sharp fighter. So I mean, it can't hurt. It can't hurt at all. You know what I mean? It can't hurt. I don't think it's going to be the big difference maker, right? Because again, that's not Errol. You know what I mean? And even if you know what Errol's doing, that Shakur is not going to do Errol like Errol does Errol.
Right.
But anyway, that's my take on it. Anyway.
No, for sure. And then the last thing I was thinking about yesterday is, and I know a bunch of people have brought it up before already, but just the the punch resistance, and then the mentalities of Spence and Crawford. Like, of course, they're both dogs, but Crawford is lauded for being the more vicious fighter. He takes damage.
Really?
They say that killer instinct just. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, like from friends, from people on social media and things like that.
That they said
They
that
say that
that Terence Crawford is more of a killer than Errol's mentality than
yeah,
Errol.
the
Errol's
the
literally trying
specific
to murder people in there.
the specific wording that I heard from a friend was Bud is more vicious. That was the specific
Oh
term he
Lord, no.
used.
Oh Lord, no. Oh Lord,
and
no. Errol, let me
and
tell you
so
just on that note, because I do want to just stick anybody that thinks that Bud is more vicious than Errol, dude, go watch Errol fight. That man is absolutely vicious. That
right.
man is trying to kill you. Man, that dude is trying to damage your organs. Man, he's trying to hurt
I
you bad. Like,
no
but go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. I was gonna say that was part of the argument I brought up with him because then we got into the whole conversation of like Bud has the more snapping power versus Errol breaks you down. And my argument for Spence was, I mean, yeah, you can get caught with the right punch. Anybody can, and you can put on your ass. But when it comes to a body attack, we're talking about kidneys, livers, vital organs that were never intended to take that type of damage from anything, much less a consistent 12-round fight. So, I mean, if your argument is going with who's the more vicious fighter, who quote unquote has more dog, I mean, we've seen Terence get hurt before in the smaller weight classes. So when you're in there against a guy at the biggest weight class to date, and who, like we said, has a consistent body attack on top of a consistent jab, I mean, you can be the bigger dog, but what happens when you get fixed? So
Hey man, like on the real, the way that I see it, like just I mean the dog analogies are all good. A lot of people make them, but
mhm,
you have one guy that is he's going to tell you exactly what he's going to do to you, and he's going to beat the tar out you. And you got another guy that you got to be careful about sneaking you.
right,
So if I had to worry about somebody that is, like somebody's going to break in my house and steal something, versus somebody that literally is just going to walk up to me on the street and debo me and take it right out of my pockets. Debo a little bit more dangerous, man.
yeah,
Debo, the guy that's just going to take it right out your pockets. So that in the thing where it's like where people say, and I would say this with anybody, like Deontay Wilder doesn't have sneaky power. Everybody knows it's there.
hmm
Like it ain't sneaky. It's you get hit, you're going down. Like that is a guaranteed thing. Errol is out. If Terence has to hit you with something that you don't see to knock you out, and I don't really care about all these. First of all, several of those knockouts that they're saying knockouts are not actually. He didn't hit him, knock him out where he couldn't fight. Matter of fact, I
right.
think there's only one guy. I think there was only one guy at. I think there's only two guys that I can really remember that happened to. Maybe who did it happen to? It didn't have Felix Diaz, maybe Julius Ndungo with that body shot,
Yeah.
and with David Avanesyan. David Avanesyan
hmm
is the only person that I've seen Bud hit that laid on the ground and did not know where he was. David Avanesyan is the only one, and Julius Ndungo is the only one that I saw that got put on the ground, and I don't think he got back up, but he may have
Nah, he
even got
didn't.
back. Did he get up?
No, I rewatched that a couple weeks ago. He didn't get up.
Yeah, so those two guys didn't get up. Hank Lundy's team threw the towel in. Felix Diaz, the ref he got knocked down, but the ref waved it off.
hmm
Kell Brook got knocked down, but the ref waved it off. And I don't even know really if he went down. I don't recall. He may have went down,
He
but I
went
thought he
through the
went up
ropes,
against the
which
ropes. Yeah,
yeah,
and they
depending on the state you're in, I think they counted as a technical knockdown.
no,
But
but what I'm saying is I'm not. I know that it is a TKO. All of these are either TKOs or KOs. I'm just saying like where you have somebody that is like Deontay Wilder. When
right,
Deontay Wilder knocked out Dominic Brazil, he didn't get up. When Deontay Wilder knocked out um Hellenius, he didn't
Ortiz.
get up. Ortiz, they didn't let him up. He was on his knees and they waved it off. Bermain Severny didn't get up. Gerald
Duhaupas.
Washington, what do you say?
Duhaupas.
Yeah, DuPaul, because
I,
those guys didn't get up. Gervonta Davis is hitting guys are not getting up. So I just don't like, even where they say it's that snapping, whipping power, it's then he jumps on you and he throws a bunch and he's kind of getting like Oscar De La Hoya knockouts.
right.
I don't know how long you've been watching boxing, but he gets knockouts the same way that Oscar De La Hoya gets knockouts. Oscar De La Hoya will hurt somebody, then then he'll run up on him and he'll throw a bunch of shots up against the ropes while the guy's in trouble, and then the ref will wave the fight off, which is different than getting like Gervonta Davis knockouts, where you literally got a guy like Leo Santa Cruz just Now, if Terence Crawford was consistently knocking people out in the same fashion that Deontay Wilder knocks him out, or Beterbiev knocks him out, or Gervonta knocks him out, or even the way Monster Inoue knocks out people.
Mm-hmm.
If he was consistently doing that, then I think I might say a little something different, because then it wouldn't matter whether or not the people that he's fighting are really in their prime or not. Because if these guys are really in their prime and they're just kind of getting, like an accumulation in, anyway, you get my point, man.
No, I'm following you. It's just cool to like I said, I wanted to hear from your perspective. I know you've been watching boxing longer than me. So just at a first glance, I knew that Shakur, of course he's a sharp fighter, but I was just curious if there was something I'm missing as to the benefits. But no, that made a lot of sense what you said.
Yeah, they're imitating these guys are imitating each other in camp. So he's just got to pretend like he's Errol, and he's super, super, super skilled to do it. But at the same time, the second point that you brought up, Errol Spence Jr. he ain't trying to trick you. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to trick you. He ain't trying to sneak up on you. He's trying to kick in your front door and beat you up and say, okay, what you gonna do about this?
Right.
Where Terence is trying to figure you out, make you think one thing and show you another. He's more sleight of hand. Where Errol is he's going to put that semi-automatic in your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I appreciate you though, man. Thanks. And that was a good conversation, man. You're a good dude to talk boxing with.
No, absolutely, man. Like I said, and I don't know if you got anybody behind me, so I'll make it quick. But I think I told you a couple months ago, my first fight that I remember watching was Floyd versus Diego Corrales. And so I was 8 years old and I've just been into the sport ever since. So I watch your channel, I watch a lot of other people. So anytime I can jump on and, engage and ask questions. Yeah, I'm all about it, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Same thing as me. I guess I mean, first fight I can remember watching, I think I was around 8 years old. That I remember myself independently watching was the replay of Muhammad Ali. I'm going to date myself, but Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Shavers. And I just remember thinking, God dog, every time Ernie Shavers, and now I'm telling you, on ABC at the time that was on, when you're watching it on live, when you're watching the tape, it wasn't live, it was on tape. But when you're watching that on those TVs, and that, I just remember seeing every muscle in the back of Ernie Shavers and how big he was. And it really, like, the replays on YouTube just do not do it justice how big that dude really was. All right, brother, I get back. There is somebody behind you though, so I'll holler back at you, man.
All right, man. Have a great weekend.
Hey, you as well, man. Enjoy yourself. How can I help you, King?
Hey, if there's somebody vicious in boxing today, it's Terence Crawford. And I'll tell you why. Listen, if they told me, they gave me $1 million to step in the ring, I would choose Crawford over Spence, because I'm not about to get my head laid off up into another realm or something, because he will knock you out. He will
You
knock
got
your
that
head
backwards.
off.
You got that
scared.
backwards. You got that backwards.
I would be scared if I would be fighting Terence Crawford, because
You
look at
got
what he
that
did to
backwards.
Jose Benavidez Jr.
You got
look at
that
how he
backwards.
cracked
Stop. Can you
himself.
hold on for a second? Seriously, a little attention to detail. You said if you had $1 million, somebody who's going to pay you $1 million to get in the ring, you to get in the ring, you would choose Terence Crawford. What you mean is, if somebody's paying you $1 million to fight
Oh,
somebody,
I meant Spence. I'm sorry.
you would fight Errol Spence
Yeah, you're
and
right.
not Terence Crawford.
You're right. Yeah.
But go ahead, man.
But so yeah, so I'm not trying to get folded up like Jose Benavidez Jr. did. I'm not trying to get knocked out like David Avenesian. I'm not trying to get dropped, even though I'm like as strong of a fighter as John
Let me
Porter.
ask you a
You
question.
know what I'm saying? So
Let me ask you a
that's
question.
just my opinion.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you a question. Would you rather me, if you could get knocked out, let's do this for free. If you had to, and have somebody slap you in the face and knock you unconscious, then get up, take an aspirin, and realize, man, I was knocked out. Would you rather have that or somebody take a mallet and break all your ribs, break your kneecaps, break your orbital bone, break your nose, and you be awake the whole time and then spend the next month or two in the hospital? Which would you rather have?
The mallet. So you're saying Errol Spence's hands are the mallet? Is a
I'm
mallet?
being very don't. I'm
No,
asking you
I would
which
say
one of
no.
those two would you rather have? No, which one would you rather have?
That's not a good analogy.
It is a
Because
very good analogy.
you're saying you get
Slap
knocked out, or you're
you.
saying you're using a mallet.
Trust me, D, on this. If I, with this hand right here, this hand, cock back and slap the tar out of you, I can knock you out. I've done it to people with an open hand. I can knock you out without a doubt.
Okay.
If I cock back and slap you dead on your chin, bow.
Now use the
And
same
you
hand
get
for the
knocked-
other.
and you go unconscious. You're gonna get up because you are concussed.
Yep.
If I take a mallet,
Why a mallet? Why don't you stick with the
because
hand?
the mallet is a blunt force object
Come on, man.
that is going to break your bones.
Why don't we use a mallet for the head then? Because that's what Terence Crawford is too. If you're saying Errol Spence the mallet,
Because it's not what he is.
come on, man.
Because it's not a mallet. He's not breaking bones. Errol is literally breaking bones. He broke somebody's nose. He broke his orbital bone. He broke his ribs. Those are broken bones.
And Terence
You're not
Crawford
going
is
to break.
knocking people
You're
out.
not going to break a bone with a slap. You're going to knock somebody out with a slap, because all you need to do to knock somebody out is turn their system off very fast, cut their oxygen off for really fast. If I slap you in the head hard enough, fast enough, you are going to go to your lights are going to turn off. And then just in a few seconds later, you're going to get up. You're going to regain because I'm going to shake your brain. I'm going to shake your brain. Your brain is going to stop working. It's going to stop allowing you to perceive the world. You're going to drop like a sack of, you're going to drop, and then you're going to get up. And then they're going to be saying, okay, take a couple of days off work. But if I break your orbital bone, you're going to need surgery, and you're going to have to get titanium plates put in your head. If I break your ribs, I could puncture a lung. If I break your leg, you're not going to walk anymore for the rest of you may not walk again for the rest of your life. Dude, it is worse.
I would rather take bone damage than brain damage. I would rather take bone damage than brain damage. That's just my opinion. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
Thank you. I'd rather have a slap me in the head and knock me out for a second any day over breaking my orbital bone and breaking my ribs and breaking my nose and spending a month in the hospital. Sorry, bro. You'll get back up from that. You volunteer for that type of shellacking, you're tripping. Yeah, I know he is. He's doing his best. OG Sean the Don, what's going on, man? How can I help you?
What it do for now?
Man, I'm chilling, man. What's going on with you, sir?
Nothing much, man. You had me cracking up over here, man. I couldn't believe that they can't understand the difference between pain at a high rate continuously and getting broke up into pieces at the same time, rather than to get slapped and knocked out. and get it over with.
They just talking, man.
What can you do with them?
Nothing. If you think you'd rather do that, you'd rather be sitting up in the hospital. You'd rather be sitting up in the hospital for a couple months. Oh, I'd rather get I'd rather get hit. I'd rather get hit by a car than slapped in the jaw.
Right, exactly. See, they don't understand what's about to take place. They don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly how this thing gonna play out, and all I know is that Terence Crawford is gonna have to play on the back foot, and he's gonna have to run and dodge those bullets all night. That's how it's gonna go.
You could very well go that way, man. We'll see.
We'll definitely see. But good analogy, man. You had me cracking up over here, man.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Peace
man.
to you, brother.
All right, peace to you, brother. Peace. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hey, I like talking boxing, y'all, man. I like talking boxing with y'all. Hey, shout out to my guy, Gone in the building, said, broken skull, basically. Like, man, y'all, like, King, come on, man. Don't just be saying stuff now. Okay? Nobody would rather want that. Nobody really wants that, man. Okay? Nobody really wants that. That is not what you do. That's torture. Torture. Like, dude, would you rather have somebody just put one in your head and you gone? Or would you rather have them sit there and peel your skin off over the course of 5 weeks? Just put one in my head, man. Okay? So I'll reboot. Okay? I'll believe in reincarnation real quick. Just make it happen. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's, people think what they think. Zank Tank said, Tank scared to fight Kerr, Dev, Tio at 140. Hit the link and explain to me why you would say that. Hit the link, Zank Tank. Tank is scared of everybody. I got it. Why would he fight at 140? He's not going to 140. He's a 135 pounder. Fight at 135. Why would he go to 140? It's his third weight division. For what? Seriously. For what? You let me know. Why in the world would he do that? He doesn't need to. They have nothing to offer him at 140. They have nothing to offer him at 140. So why would he go to 140? Dog, you better tell me. You better stay up off this. You better stay up off this with that line of talk. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, brother. Yeah, not me. Ain't no reason in the world. Zank Tank in the building.
What's up, bro?
I'm good, man. What's going on, man? Why in the world would he go to 140?
I mean, ain't that the next step?
No.
No, why not?
Why would it be?
Why wouldn't it be? Everybody
game too. Why would it be?
Why wouldn't
he's a 135-pound fighter?
He never fought at 140. He not a champ at 140.
You knew he fought at 140, but again, why would he?
Okay. If he already fought there, he don't want to fight none of the cold niggas there. He want to fight some. He even said it himself when he was sparring some dude. He said Barbosa, the dude he fought at 140. He said
don't quote him. I'm not.
He said he a C-level fighter. He said himself.
Pause. You gotta stop that. I don't care about you quoting him. I want you to tell me, why would he go to 140? Why would he?
To make the big fights happen.
He is the big fight.
I mean, yes. Okay, he's the number one boxer in the world right now. That's facts. He bringing in.
Why would he go to 140?
To make the big fights, to make the shit like Errol and Bud. Okay, he can have an Earl. He can have an Earl and Bud with Devin. He can have an Earl and Bud with T.O. because he's that attraction. And these guys,
so why
we know
are
top level guys. Huh?
No, you just telling me why they should fight him. I want to know why he would go to 140. He's a 135-pound fighter. Why would he do that?
He fought at 140. He's not a 135-pound fighter.
What? Why would he go to 140?
Because he can compete at a high rate at 140, and people at 140 are willing to fight him that will make exciting fights. Is that not why we're in boxing? I don't know too many more fighters.
Let me tell you what you're doing, dog. We gonna nip this in the bud so we don't get there too quick. Okay, what you're trying to say is Gervonta Davis needs to move up to 140 pounds where Devin Haney's more comfortable, where Teofimo Lopez is more comfortable, and all these other guys are more comfortable. That's their problem. That ain't Gervonta's. Gervonta can fight at 130 if he wants to. He can fight at 135 if he wants to.
I didn't say that.
No, that's what you mean. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Pause you for a second. That is the only reason for the fight to be at 140, because it makes them comfortable. Gervonta just fought at 135. He just weighed in at 134.5. Gervonta Davis can weigh in at 130 if he wants to. There's no reason for him to fight them at 140 and give them any advantages. Why would he go up there and say, yeah, Devin, let me let you weigh 5 more pounds before I fight you? Why? Dude, that's to the benefit of Devin.
It's not, first of all, it's not a benefit.
Hey, to go to weight with what you're saying, why doesn't he also just fight in 18-ounce gloves? He does fine in sparring with 18-ounce gloves.
Bro, you
18-ounce gloves.
Come on, all right. Now you make.
Why don't you just fight with 18-ounce gloves and headgear on? I mean,
for not a big brother. Now you just blowing it out of proportions. Now you're saying ridiculous things. What I'm saying is not ridiculous. He is able to compete at 140, is he not?
So what? He's able to compete at 135 too.
He's able to compete at 140.
And he's able to compete at 135.
He's able to compete at 130, 135, like you said, 130, 135, 140.
So let's have it at 130. So let's have it at 130. So good. Since he can fight it, since we go in the weight classes you can fight at, how about he fights Devin at 130?
Come on, brother.
How about Devin move down?
He will die. He might actually get hurt trying to compete at 130. Tank will not.
There we go. Now we've shown it. You want Devin to win. So move up and weight so Devin can have an advantage. Move up and weight so Teofimo Lopez can have an advantage. I get it. That's why you want him to do it.
Nunca. I never said that, brother. I said Tank can compete. Oh no, Tank. Because he can't compete at a high level at 140, and you might think it's a disadvantage. I think it's actually an advantage. He's stronger at 140. The knockout power is better at 140. He might be faster at 140. Only thing Devin gonna have more than him maybe is weight. Tank the fight before Ryan Garcia, Tank looking big. Tank looked like he got real big, and he rehydrated real well. So all this, he can't compete. He too little for 140. All that crap. That's a lie. That's a lie. He can compete at a high level at 140. And what, bro? What? I think Devin will win. I think Devin will beat him, Core, and T.O. But that's not why I'm saying it though. I'm saying Tank can compete there. Tank can compete there at a high level, and he has a very high chance of winning because he is the most well-rounded fighter out of all of them. He can box. He got knockout power. Like, come on now.
Dog.
Am I saying lies right now?
Don't tell that you. Hey, I'll let you talk. Okay, now.
Am I saying lies?
Look, I'll let you talk. Now, go sell that used car bullshit to somebody else.
Am I saying lies though? Is what I'm saying a lie?
What you doing is trying to sell some used ass car that I ain't interested in. Okay?
What's the used car? What's
the
used car?
Bro, you gonna have to sit here and take this. Look, young man, I ain't buying that used car. Okay? You ain't selling me no used car for full price. You running the odometer back on it. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You can cut it out. I don't care. Gervonta Davis does not have to fight that man in a weight class more comfortable for him. Okay? Because he is a 135-pound fighter. He does just fine at 135. He just fought at 135. He just fought other dudes at 130. I don't care if you think you actually trying to sell the idea, oh, it's a better fight for Gervonta. You literally out here, Negro, you are literally out here trying to tell me. You literally out, no, seriously, man. Look, dude, seriously. No, nunca. Nunca. You better try that with somebody else, dog. I don't know who buys that crap from you. Look, man. If that man want to fight Gervonta Davis, that fight's going to happen wherever Gervonta Davis wants it to happen. He ain't got to move up to no 140 to make Devin feel better. Like, oh, yeah, I can make the weight now. Yeah. And then for you to lay out all the benefits of Gervonta by giving up 5 pounds to Devin Haney, you might as well tell him, you might as well say this. Well, why does Gervonta Davis just take the 90-10 split? Yeah, just let him take the 90-10 split since, you know, Gervonta will win the fight and he'll make even more money next time. If you don't get up out my face, nunca. I can't believe it. I can't believe you jumped up here, dog, and tried to sell me the Brooklyn Bridge up here, bro.
Brother, please. Now you blowing all this out of proportion. Tank is the A side. I ain't never said nothing. Give out. Now you just blowing it out of proportion. No, Tank taking whatever he want as far as money, all that good stuff. I'm just saying, right?
Hey, dog, you want my wallet too?
All right,
you want me to
I
give
see
you my
what
wallet?
you're doing. I like what you're doing.
Passcodes? Hey, dog,
yeah.
you want my internet passcode too?
Yeah, go and give them to me.
Trying to sell me some dumb shit?
Listen, bro, I'm just saying the fight can still happen.
It ain't a Rolex, bro. Look, dude, you're not gonna sell me you're not gonna sell me no Rolex, Negro, on the street. You ain't selling me no fake Rolex, bro. Look, man. Dog, you better stop, bro. You gotta stop. I'm gonna let you sit there for a second until I catch my breath. Man, for real, I can't believe you out here trying to do this. Man, I can't even believe it.
Brother, nothing I said was bullshit. Now,
okay, watch this. Nothing that I said is BS either. Watch this. Devin Haney needs to fight Gervonta Davis at 130 pounds because Gervonta Davis is the biggest fight they could ever have. He's never going to get a bigger fight than that. Gervonta Davis will be weak because, you know, he had a hard time and missed weight a couple times at 130 pounds. So, you know, that would make, you know, an advantage for Devin Haney if he just came down to 130 because, Gervonta can't make 130. Nigga, I can sell you cars.
Bro, no, bro. But nothing you said made sense, though. Nothing you said made sense. Devin never competed at 130. Tank has competed at 140. So, like, what I'm saying is
not true. Yes, he has. When he was 13 years old, he was at 130, 28 pounds in the amateurs. I don't give a rat's ass. That man is a 135 pounder. If you don't get out of my face with this BS.
Brother, come on now. Bro, listen.
You gotta hit the bricks with this.
I'm just saying, you know, Devin getting bigger and he can't make the 135 too much longer. You know,
I don't even like the N-word in public, but God dog, man, you niggas like you.
You my nigga, you my naga. You see, you don't know the real origin of that word, brother. That's why,
man, you know. Get out of here and tell me I don't know the origin of the word, the origin of the N-word. I've been black longer than you've been alive, bro. I've been black twice as long as you've been alive,
facts. That's facts, brother. I respect.
Hey, man, if you don't stop, bro, seriously, I'm just gonna tell you right now, dog. I don't know who in your life is buying these BS stories you spinning, but don't spin this shit against the wrong person, bro.
No. What did I say that was bull though?
Let me explain this to you.
Okay.
It is not the individual things that you said. It's your conclusion. You are saying 1 + 1 + 1 equals 111. That's the problem. You're saying it's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. If you line up 1, 1, and 1, it is definitely 111. But 1 + 1 + 1 is 3. It could be logical that I could say if you line up 3 1s, that makes 111.
Okay. What is illogical?
Sit here and listen to this one. Okay? It's your conclusion that is bullshit. Dude, everything that you say to justify a bullshit conclusion is just an explanation for a bullshit conclusion. There's no reason in the world for Gervonta Davis to go to 140 to fight Devin Haney. Nothing. No reason whatsoever. If he wants to do it, cool. But there's no reason. It doesn't benefit him at all to go to 140. The only person, Nonko, that it benefits is Devin Haney. So I don't know how in the world you sitting there acting like it's going to benefit Gervonta to go up to 140 when he's not going to get more money. Devin doesn't have any belts, and Devin is going to be stronger because he can make that weight more easily. So it gives Devin
is going to be stronger.
It gives Devin an advantage. Ain't no proof at all that Gervonta is going to be stronger at 140. He knocked everybody out at 135 too.
What's the proof? What's the what? No, Devin hasn't competed at 140. So what's the proof that he'll be stronger?
Who?
We've seen Tank compete at
140. Devin Haney is stronger or not. My point is it doesn't do any good for Gervonta.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Take your used car selling ass on somewhere.
Yeah, bro. It definitely benefits Gervonta.
You're not going to sell. You're not going to sell that. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not.
It does. It does. It definitely does.
That is not a Rolls Royce. That is a 1972 Chevette. I am not trying to hear that dumb shit. You are trying to justify Gervonta Davis moving to 140 when he is a 135 pounder. He started at 126. He moved to 130. Then he went to 135. It's his third weight division. And a man is 5'3", 5'6".
I'm 5'6".
Easy, but you want to move up. Hey, how about this? How about this?
Devin like 5'8". Devin's like 5.
Devin is what?
Devin is like 5'8", 5'9". He's not.
Bro, I seriously, man, we're going to have to take a commercial break from you. Hey, let me get this right, okay? For Devin to kill himself to come up in weight, but Devin cannot come down and himself in weight. You are smoking more than you selling because you're not making any sense. Yeah, he's making sense, bro. He thinks he's slick. David Williams.
See, wait, what did he say? He said,
let me tell you what you're doing. You taking other people's arguments and trying to come bring them to me. Okay, that shit ain't never going to sell, ball.
Davis is not killing himself coming up. Davis is not killing himself.
He said killing
I'm just talking about this like he's not killing himself. I don't know who said that.
No. Here's the answer.
I'm not just talking, I'm saying facts. He's not killing himself.
No, really?
You've seen him compete.
So you're speaking facts then, right? You're speaking facts.
Facts.
So since you're speaking facts, let's try your facts. Let's try your facts on somebody else. So, since Devin Haney want to be the money man, then why don't Devin Haney drop them belts and go fight Jaron Ennis up at 147?
Okay. All right. Listen. I think eventually I think that fight will happen in the future. That fight will happen in the future.
What will happen in the future?
That fight.
What fight?
The Devin versus Jaron.
Jaron who? Is that some other Jaron I know about, dog?
Boots. Okay. Like, am I saying? Am I only here just saying bull? So he can't.
No way in the world that man fighting.
He too big for Tank. He too big for Tank. Too little for Jerron. Like, I'm not understanding. What is it?
Let me explain to you. Ain't no way Devin Haney is jumping up to 147 to fight Jerron Ennis. He die. Okay.
Future.
That's why. I said future. Never in his career will he get in the ring with that dude. He die. Never.
Yes, he will in the future. Never. I promise. Come on now. Hey, shake on it. I know he will.
Watch this. That's why I know you're a used car salesman. Because you don't believe that. I don't believe that. Don't nobody in this world believe that man is going to move up there 2 weight classes and get in there with Jerron Ennis, who, by the way, is probably going to wind up at 160. That dude will die in that ring. He will die in that ring. That man has no chance. He has a snowball's chance against a blowtorch against that man. It's not a fair fight. So even acting like, oh, yeah, that's something he's going to do tells me where you are. Okay? That is an unrealistic request of Devin Haney to get in there with him.
But I'm not understanding.
I got to go, bro, because you seriously know. No, Zank. No, Zank.
I'm trying to explain. I'm just trying to understand the mind of Fanon right now. So
let me tell you, hey, you don't have to worry. You don't have to understand the mind of Fanon. Understand the words of Martin. Nigga, stop trying to con me. I know a con. Now understand the mouth of Martin. Stop trying to sell me bullshit you don't believe.
So Gervonta at 140 can't compete with none of these guys. That's what you're saying. He's too little. It won't benefit him in no way. It won't benefit his legacy. It won't say, yeah, he
don't care about that. I said I don't care. Understand the mind of Fanon. When he says you're not going to ask me some question I don't care about. What I'm telling you is I don't care about whether it benefits him at 140 or not. I'm asking you, why in the world would he do it? It benefits Devin. If it's me, understand the mind of Fanon, I'd have his ass weighing in at 133. I'd be like,
it benefits
133. That's what I'd have. A 10-pound rehydration clause and a weight of 143 and a weight of 133, and your ass is paying my sanctioning fees. That's what I would do. You know why? Because it benefits me. Because it benefits Tank. Let me drag his ass down 2 more pounds and slap a rehydration clause. Take all the money. That's not going to do shit. Make it easier.
That's going to hurt both of them, though. That will hurt both of them.
How does that hurt Gervonta? By draining his ass, taking the money, taking all the money, making the ring and guess what else I'm going to do? Since we want to talk about what works for people, I'm going to put a tire in the middle of the ring and tell them to put a tire in the ring. Okay, put your foot in the tire and make him fight that way. Okay, I ain't about to get this man no 5 pounds to make him feel more comfortable when I know he's draining. He already has to drain to get down there. Okay, I'm not trying to do that. All right, we're gonna stick if it's me, the mind of Fanon would stick the fork in him and say 130. We're weighing in at 133 pounds because I can make 130, so I can make 133. You can't. And if you weigh an ounce over, I want half of your purse if you miss it by an ounce. That's what I'm doing since you want to know what's in everybody's best interest. That's what's in his best interest right there. Now, since you are out here.
No, it's not.
Hold on, bro. Get the rest of this smoke, bro. Now, since you out here claiming you looking out for Gervonta, I just laid a scenario out for you that is much better for Gervonta. So I know you like that, don't you? I know you're gonna buy that one, aren't you?
That will hurt him because he will be drained too small at a weight class that he's not used to. 133. That won't make sense. That will hurt him and Devin.
No, it's not because I can make 130. I weighed in at 134.5 in my last fight, and I was chilling.
You can make 130, but do you really want to make 130? You don't want to make 130 for real. You can, but do you want to? No. He want to make 135.
Yes, I do. Yes, I want. Guess you know why? Because I want Devin to weigh in at 133 in a 10-pound rehydration clause. That's what I want. I want him dead on the scale. I want him walking into the ring looking like a skeleton. That's what I want. Since you want Devin Haney to walk in the ring weighing 170 pounds, looking as big and healthy as he can, and try to
170 pounds, but he can't fight Jerron, right? Man, you.
Since you want Devin walking in the ring, you want him to be able to weigh in at 140. You want him to be able to weigh 165, 70 pounds in the ring and think it's for the good of Gervonta and act like it's for the good of Gervonta. No, thank you. How about since we're looking out for the good of Gervonta, we move it the other way because he's the smaller guy. Make Devin get smaller instead of making Gervonta get bigger. Dude, stop. You're not serious. You know this is not true. Why?
Bro, I'm not saying make Gervonta get bigger or making Devin smaller. I'm just saying
You are sure you're not saying make Gervonta bigger when you're saying he should move up to 135 to 140?
I'm just saying we've already seen him that big. We've already seen it. I'm not saying make him that big. I've already seen him that big.
He said
why can't he just compete there again? That's all I'm saying.
He said he didn't like it. The guy was too big. That's what he said. He said, nah, that's a little too big for me. My fourth weight division, I'm cool on 3. You didn't know? You didn't get a hint when he didn't stay there?
No, I just thought he wanted to fight him and come back down.
Yeah. Hey, look, do me a favor. Don't go looking out for my best interests. Please don't go looking out for my best interests with that logic. Anyway, man, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
You know you full of it. I know.
No, I'm not full of it. I said a lot of facts. Chat, y'all can help me out. Man, they can both compete at 140. Come on now. That ain't bull.
You positively said a lot of facts. Exactly. Facts. Your conclusion is screwed. Not your facts. Your conclusion is screwed.
No. Okay.
It is a fact. Let me lay all the facts that you got right. If Gervonta has fought at 140, fact. Gervonta Davis could fight at 140 again, fact. Gervonta Davis, it would be easier for Gervonta Davis to make 140 than 135, fact. Gervonta Davis, it's in Gervonta Davis's best interest. Therefore, it's in Gervonta Davis's best interest to fight at 140. Bullshit. You know why? Because you left a lot of facts out.
Well, all right.
You left a lot of facts out.
I'm gonna say this. I did
because conveniently enough, you left a lot of facts out. Like 140 makes his opponent stronger. Like 140 makes his opponent stronger. Like it works for the guy that he's trying to beat. It gives his opponent an advantage. He's actually paying for this man to have an advantage over him. Okay? So look, I got to let you go, bro. I got to let you go. It's been fun, but seriously, facts. I laid out 5 whole facts, left out 90 of them, but I gave you 5. Man, y'all don't stop. What's going on, Terry? What's going on, Terry?
Oh, man, what's going on? Can you hear me good for now?
Man, I can hear you perfectly well, sir.
That's good, man. Now, I want to say what's up first. And then dude got the nerve to have the name Zank Tank and hating on Tank. First off, he's saying quotes. He's trying to quote Tank, but he never put in a quote. Well, you already hinting on it. He ain't never put in a quote that Tank said he doesn't like fighting at 140. Tank is a small guy. He's really a small 135-pounder if you go by height and arm reach. He's a very small 135-pounder. He's a small guy, period. So why the heck? And he already said he don't like fighting at 140. It's too big for him. So why the heck would he go up to 140? That don't make no sense. But I only stayed on for a minute because you didn't hit my points that I was about to cook on Zank Tank. Because I'm like, oh man, he don't make no dang on sense saying go up to fight.
Oh, let me tell you what, he makes perfect sense to me. He's the guy that comes by in the hood. Because in the neighborhood, you ever lived in a neighborhood where people come by and try to sell you vacuum cleaners?
Yeah, old TVs.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about they got these people that go around selling new vacuum cleaners.
Oh yeah, you talking about the the $800 vacuum cleaner?
Them real nice. They're like, man, look, let me pour this thing on there, and they wind up, let me pour a little stain on this carpet. Let me show you how it cleans it up. And then you say this vacuum cleaner is only $1,000. And then they'll say, but if you don't have $1,000, we'll give it to you on installments of $100 a month for 20 years. That's that nigga right there. That's the dude you look at like, dog, are you serious? Like, you just gonna walk in there and try to sell me first of all, you're gonna try to sell me a $300 cleaner that don't work for $1,000. And since I don't have $1,000 on me, you think I'm stupid. So I'll pay $20,000 for it because I can give it to you in installments. Man, if you don't get your payday loan, you don't get your loan shark payday loan ass up out my face with all of that. Well, all you got to do is move up and wait. That works. That really works for Gervonta.
Yeah, I understand it. I mean, and Tank is the cash cow at 135. And he could be the cash cow at 140 if he was comfortable fighting there. But he's not comfortable. And dude actually said it was no good fights at 135. Shit, Shakur Stevenson down there at 135.
Dude, there's good fights. You know why there's good fights at 135?
Because Tank at 135.
Exactly. Tank is where the good fights are. Like, I saw it, dude. Let me tell you, people keep making other people's arguments, bro. They keep making other people's arguments. Hey, thanks, bro, for coming on, though, Terry.
No, I got one question for now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My niece and them, they moving down to Texas, to Katy, Texas. Katy, Houston or something?
Yeah. Katy, Texas.
Yeah, and then I was looking at one of your videos and I heard you say your daughter played tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, my niece, she plays tennis. Now I know she's gonna be looking for a spot to go down there. I didn't know if you was anywhere near Katy or anything like that.
Nah. That's over by Houston. I'm over by Austin. I'm like 3 hours away.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
but hit me up sometime. It's not hard. There's a lot of really good tennis players in Texas.
Okay, bet.
All right, brother. I'll get back with you.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, peace. All right, man. Hey, thank you, Terry. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by, man. If you guys don't stop trying to con people, man, God dog, bro. God dog. Hey, David Williams said, let me get this right. It's okay for Davis to kill himself by coming up weight, but Devin cannot come down to kill himself. You are smoking more than you're selling because you're not making any sense. Look, he doesn't believe that nonsense. He's taking somebody else's argument. I don't know why I'm missing. Vaughn said, I think this may be it. Vaughn said, let me read some of these. Vaughn said, what's the split for Tank Haney? Whatever Tank wants. My guy. My guy, Stone Alone, brother. Thank you, man. Mr. Pragmatic said, for the building fund. Thank you, bro. Virgil Wembley. Got that. Hey, said, Super Sam said, who you got, Coach Calvin or Bullet? I got Coach Calvin. I ride with Coach Calvin. And my guy Dave Williams said, wait for 9 or behind. What happened to Devin? Okay, I got that. Let me go all the way to that one I knew I had. Okay, this is where he at. CJ from VA said, man, trying to put a Lexus price on a Chevy Nova. Chevy Nunca. And then watch this. Then he tries to be cute and get you laughing. Dog, look, man, let me tell you, the one thing that is never going to work on me is you trying to use humor to make me laugh. And I'm just going to start laughing at you. That's just so you know, I used that debate tactic back on him when I just started laughing at everything he said. I let you know I do play around sometimes. That's why I wasn't serious with you. Because nunca. Soon as let me show you that I can joke too. Crack jokes. But my jokes are going to be poignant. And they're going to be right on your head. Dog, don't come around here with that stuff no more, man. Okay? Don't try it. Don't try it. Really, don't try it. Because I know who makes that argument. But they stay in a safe zone with that argument. They give themselves room by admitting that that Gervonta doesn't have to do that. They're not going to actually try to tell you that it's for his best interest. That's where you screwed up. Acting as if it's in his best interest to go chase Devin up to 140. No, it's in his best interest to drain Devin to a catch weight below 135. That's his best interest. Because guess what? Nobody's going to care. They're all going to watch the fight. And all people are going to do is cry about it on YouTube. And it's not going to affect him at all. It never affected Canelo when he weight drained people. It never affected Oscar De La Hoya when he did it. It's never negatively affected anybody when they've done it, other than people pointing to it who are hardcore boxing fans. So if they had to weigh their options, giving Devin Haney 5 pounds and making him more comfortable, allowing him to train better, that is not in his advantage. And even though you laid out 4 or 5 facts that were true, your conclusion was still off because you left out a ton of other relevant facts. Please do not come with your cornball stuff around me. And I'm offended by you trying it. Really. Just so you know, I was offended that you tried it. Because you're trying to play me stupid. Hey, my guy, Mr. Gallant, Errol, Spence, July 29th. You know it. Dave Williams in the building said, Fanon, he's trying to sell a 77 Ford Pinto and saying it's a 2023 Mercedes-Benz GL 550. Brother, thanks for coming on. We will rather, he said, brother, thanks for coming on. We will rather walk. There ain't nobody buying that, man. Stop trying to sell people garbage. And Brock Howard in the building said, Fanon, I got low all original AMC Gremlin for the low. I can put you on it today. Let's get the paperwork. Exactly, bro. I like the Brooklyn Bridge. I've got the Brooklyn Bridge I can sell you. I got the Brooklyn Bridge I can sell you if you like me to. Dude, you just opened yourself up for the joke of the century, Jeff Brooks. You just opened yourself up for the joke of the century. Much love in that super chat, bro. Please do not set it on a pedestal. Please do not set that up on the tee for me again. Okay? Stop relying solely on other people for your knowledge. Please do not set yourself up on a tee again. Okay? Hey, Walt, hey, Mr. Squirewell said a lot of people are going to be in their feelings. Thank you, brother. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for that support, man. Man, I can't believe y'all got me this behind, man. Thank y'all for that support, man. And my guy back at it, Mr. Squirewell. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Smith says, hey, doing some OT, listening, good boxing content. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Please don't call him Jeff. Damn. Oh. Jeffrey. All right, my bad. Gone said, hey, he a 135-pound fighter. End of story. Like, man, I can't believe you guys trying to sucker people like that, man. Are you really? You guys are terrible, man. Seriously. Like, for real, bro. Like, for real. You guys just, come on. Will you guys not do this? This channel is an acid test. Dude, let me tell you, man. I'm telling you, dude, you guys are not going to get away with it around me. You're not going to get away with it around me. You're not. This man said, that's because you don't know the original word of where Negro came from. Boy, look, Bill Jr. Dog, if Bill ain't going to get away with it around me, you know you not. You got to understand, dog, I don't trust nobody. I am listening to what you say, and I am thinking about what you're saying. Okay? I don't know what y'all do, but I'm not sitting there thinking, okay, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? What am I going to say? I'm listening to what you're saying. And what they say, making adjustments. I'm going to make adjustments on you. Bill Jr., dog. I can't believe you came with that nonsense, dog. Somebody else hit the link, though. That was fun. Any more Haney fans, please, please, God, please, Haney fans. No Terence Crawford fans, only Haney fans. And not frequent flyer. Not frequent flyer. I really want y'all to try every single solitary dumb I want y'all to try every single solitary pro Devin Haney argument on me so I can bash them all to the ground and you guys and everybody else can hear it and then they can run off with it because that's why y'all don't like me talking about Devin because of what just happened. 1 second, the real mulatto. Zank Tank, if you don't take your ass up out of here, dog. If you don't, Bill Jr., if you don't take your ass up out of here, dog. Hey, Jameson Childress in the bill said Buzz would knock the change out of Devin's pocket. Oh, Boots will kill him. Oh, but that fight's going to happen, man. That man trying to save a straight face, that fight's going to happen. Akilo Netter, great boxing talk. Thank you, Akilo Netter. Thank y'all for supporting me through the BS, dog. Oh, my God, best supporters in the world. Go on, said Negro, listen and learn and put your shirt on. Man, I don't know, black dog. I'm telling you, dog, seriously. Oh, my God, man. My daddy used to tell me, you have years to catch up. Dude, if you could be 10 times more talented than me, you got years to catch up. Dog, what's going on, real mulatto?
What's up for now? How you been, man?
Man, I can't complain nothing, man. I can't complain. How you feeling, brother?
I'm all right. I was listening and I had to call in because I'm like, I wanted some like clarification. Like,
yeah.
I'm kind of so the last guy he was talking about how how Gervonta should move up to 140 to fight these guys.
Yeah.
Are you like the type of person that don't really like when fighters move up in weight when they're like dominant in a certain division? Or
me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I think a fighter should do whatever they think is best for them.
I feel like I understand what he was saying. I get your point too, because he shouldn't it's probably better for Devin Haney, but at the same time, we don't know. And usually, I think that people are attracted to bigger, fighters that have more weight on them throwing punches, and people are not so interested in the smaller guys. So I can see how maybe somebody might be more interested in a fight at a higher weight division, as far as the fans' perspective, maybe.
Well, let's go through. That's an honest question, and you're not out here trying to sell me a lemon.
No, not
let me
at
give
all.
you my let me give you my thoughts on that.
Okay.
First things first. The money division is 135, not 140.
Okay.
The money divisions in boxing are the following are money division in boxing. Typically, heavyweight is the one that gets the most money usually. If there's a big heavyweight. After that, welterweight.
Okay.
After that, middleweight, and after that, lightweight. There is no typically big fights like that do not occur at 140 pounds. And I don't think I can name one mega fight that has ever taken place at 140 pounds. So
understood.
Really, but as far as whether or not Gervonta could move up to 140 and fight at 140, yes, he could, if that worked to his advantage. But what he said was he doesn't like fighting at 140. So if you look at the objective measures related to Gervonta, Devin does not hold a championship at that weight class, and even if he did, Gervonta doesn't want it.
Okay.
Number two, Gervonta Davis is not a big draw. I mean, Devin Haney is not a big draw. He's not a bigger draw than Teofimo Lopez. He's not a bigger draw than Shakur Stevenson either, if you look at just the numbers that are out with those guys independently.
Okay.
Right? Now, why you bugging your eyes out, Zank Tank? What I said is an objective truth. And don't have me pull out the numbers on you. It's the truth. It's an objective.
I know you know your stuff, and I'll be listening all the time. Trust me.
So, but anyway, while this dude is sitting there bubbling his lips up, trying to think about some stories to tell, let me finish my point. So, but if you're looking at Gervonta and Devin specifically, and they're going to fight, it's not in my best interest to give you any advantages.
Okay.
You know, it's like, take, for example, Gervonta Davis could fight in any size ring that they want. But why would Gervonta say, well, you know, I might do well in a, I don't know what the dimensions are, but say 20 by 20 ring, right? Why would I fight in a really big ring? Oh, well, you know, you could really, I mean, you've done well in a big ring before, so let's have a big ring. No, but Devin Haney likes to move. So I don't want a big ring. I want a small ring because I'm going to take every advantage that I can take because I'm the A side, like they say. And if you want the fight, you're going to fight in a way that where it works for me. So if you want to fight at 130, if a guy is a 140-pound fighter and he's really the 135-pound champion, why would Gervonta not fight him for all the belts at a weight class where he actually holds them? Gervonta Davis has stayed at 135 and fight Shakur Stevenson for the same money and not give up all of those type of advantages to Devin. But more importantly, Gervonta don't need none of them because he can fight Isaac Cruz.
Okay. So if those guys move up a weight division, Isaac Cruz would be like the last probably true competitor for him then, right?
No, first of all, Shakur Stevenson is not moving up in weight. This is another misnomer these guys have. First, Shakur Stevenson is at that weight. He just got there. He's fought one time at that weight. He's not going anywhere. So Shakur Stevenson's there. Lomachenko's not moving up in weight. Lomachenko's still there. You also have guys like if Keyshawn Davis gets on and wins and builds a name, there's Keyshawn Davis. There's also Frank Martin. There's also Frank Martin to fight. There's Isaac Cruz to fight. There's all kind of guys over there to fight that Gervonta can fight.
You're right.
So,
you're right.
Like,
I'm glad you clarified that because now I like learning. Like I'm not somebody, you know, like to
yeah. I mean, but this is just so that you understand what they're doing. This is what I believe is happening. You can answer the question. You can ask the question: why wouldn't somebody do something? But then just change the question on and say, okay, but why would they? Like, yeah, why wouldn't he go to 140? I'm asking you to go for 540. Why wouldn't you? Right?
True.
Why would I? Like, there's a movie one time that is called, I think it's called Which Way Is Up. And Richard Pryor was a con man. And this guy said, and this is the first time that this thought process ever really hit me when I was a kid. Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby were hired in a private investigator to find like this ticket or something. But they went to this con man who was played by Richard Pryor. And as they gave the money to Richard Pryor, right? Paid him. And Richard Pryor put the money in his pocket, right? The police rushed in and they arrested Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor said, hey, brother, come on, brother. Why would you rob us? And when Richard Pryor already knew he got caught, he said, brother, why us? Why would you do us that, brother? And then Richard Pryor, the comment said, why not you? Why not you? So ever since then, I'll listen and I'll flip it. They want to keep giving all the reasons Gervonta Davis should do something. Why wouldn't he do it? Why would he? Why would I give you these advantages? All of that stuff works in Devin Haney's favor. So the funny thing to me is that people that clearly want the best for Devin are asking Gervonta to do things that are in Devin's best interest, but trying to hide it and act like it's really in Gervonta's best interest.
So he was really a Devin fan, right?
Definitely a Devin fan. Definitely. Because he's asking for Gervonta Davis to give Devin things. Like, if you just listen to what he does, the whole thing, what is he trying to accomplish? He's trying to get Gervonta Davis to give Devin Haney advantages. Follow Devin Haney up. Fight in a weight class Devin wants to fight at. That's what he wants him to do, not do what's best for Gervonta. That's why I just switched it and went extreme and was like, hey, well, since we're trying to work what's in the best interest of Gervonta, then why doesn't Gervonta just take Devin the other way? do a 133-pound weight class because Gervonta, that will be better for Gervonta to drain him than it is for him to hope Devin doesn't get stronger. Anyway, that's my take.
I appreciate you, Fanon. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime, brother. And thank you for the honest question.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. All right, bro. Peace. Yeah, you can jump back on here, dude. Where you go? Hey, did Bill call you? Bill called you and told you to jump off the phone? Said don't do it. I think we're done. Is that it? Is that what happened? Hey, happy Friday. Keep up the great content. Hey, thank you, Shiva. Thank you for that support, Shiva. Vintage Loren, what's going on?
But nah, what's the word, man?
Man,
I couldn't. Likewise. I couldn't wait to get on break. That was a very entertaining conversation. I don't think I laughed so hard in the longest. So you definitely handled that well. Shout out to the young man. I couldn't. He was hilarious, a little delusional, but he definitely made it work for himself, and that was just a joy to my day. I've been blank longer than you've been alive. Knock me on my ass. he remind me so much of my godson. You know, once they start learning the ins and outs of conversationalists on a certain level, you know, they try to come run with the big dogs, and they start talking in circles and grasping for straws. And you know, coming from somebody who used to be on the debate team, he got some time. He got some time to put in. You know what I mean? And he'll get there because, especially Devin and Boots in the future. Come on, man. What the hell? At that point, I'm like, all right, it's over. He on the ropes. He gonna have to let it go. But that brought a joy to my day. That was a hilarious conversation. You know, Haney fans, like, and you called him out on it early. Like, we can all hear what you were trying to do, what you were shooting for. You obviously want Haney to win, and you want him to be in the best position for the fight. And it's okay to just say that instead of trying to create little, I don't know what the hell you were creating, honestly. I can't even put no terminologies on that, but I just wanted you to know the conversation was joyous. I had a ball with that one. I'm going back to the chat. That was hilarious. Salute to you. Salute to that young man. Enjoy your day for now.
All right, brother. Thank you, Vintage Loren. Thank you, man.
All right, man.
Matthew Thomas. Yes, sir. Thank you. Say, oh, no. Here comes Jeffrey. Much love in that super chat. And Rocco McBride said, I don't see what all the fans fuss about Devin anyway. I've never seen him put on a spectacular performance like Boots, Errol, or Bud, or Gervonta. I have seen him. I've seen him look good in fights, like when he was fighting like on Showbox. He looked very good on Showbox. Man, he had some wheels, bro. He had wheels, bro. Some wheels on Showbox. He had some wheels on Showbox. 3 straight sleep studies. What is that? Oh, man, dude, seriously, man, that's hilarious, man. Come on, man, don't try that, man. Don't try that, man, on me, man. This man, dog. This man came to the basket. Man, I ain't going for pump fakes, bro. And because you can't shoot. Dude, hey, look, dog, you 5 feet past half court. You ain't pump faking me from 5 feet past half court, bro. Ooh, man. Man, where you go, bro? Where they go? Hey, Bill told you to get off the show. Bill told you to stop. Hey, look, man, y'all got to stop listening to other people's channels and bringing that stuff to me. First of all, I'm listening to. Let me tell you, man, I'm listening to, just so you know. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Josh said, because Fanon is a Shaolin master of beautiful reasoning and analysis. Dog, let me tell you something, man. I got to tell you seriously, man. Seriously. You got to understand, man. I know the talented debaters out here, okay? I know who they are. When I say all y'all are bums, not everybody's a bum. There's some guys out there that are very good, and I listen to them. Let me tell you an example of somebody that I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to debate. Not going to debate Manager Marty. You will never, ever see me debate Manager Marty. And let me explain why I would never, ever, ever debate Manager Marty. Because Manager Marty has no fat on that meat at all. Pause. Right? He has his logic. What he's saying has very little. There's nothing really to play with there. Okay? Really nothing to play with there. And I mean it. He's very clean. Very, very, very clean. He's very, very, very detail oriented. He will share his opinion, but that opinion is not going to be based on a bunch of stuff. It's going to be based on hard cold evidence that he is going to be able to cite for you at the moment. So there is absolutely no reason for me to go playing in that minefield. Okay? There's no reason for me to. None. Okay? None. But I listen to him. I listen to KO Boxing. I listen to BFTB. I listen to what these guys say. I listen to what some other people say I listen to what boxing promoters say. I listen to what a lot of people say whose mind I respect. And the thing that I respect them about many people is how much room they give themselves when they are stating their opinion. Now, I'm not going to teach you guys a lesson today because y'all ain't putting nothing in the super chat, no cash apps. Do not try what they do at home because you don't cover yourself. You're just sitting there. You out here, you know what you're doing? You try and pull counters without the counter. You try and pull counters, but you don't pull all the way back. Your pull counters like this. You try to pull back like this. You try to pull back with your neck. You don't actually get out of the way to punch. You can't pull counter if you don't pull. You got to pull out the way. You got to get out of the way. Your asses be right there for a bow. Easy money. Okay? Worried about splits like low ball and pro grade. Food is a big welterweight. What is that? Boots is a big welterweight. I'll give you that. But Devin is the biggest light. Man, let me tell you something. Devin Haney will die in that ring. Don't act like he's going to fight Boots. You my guy, but on the real, let's not even pretend. Okay, let's not even pretend. I just use that as an example to see if I could sucker that man into saying it's going to happen down the road. I can't even believe he fell into that. Yeah, that's going to happen down the road. Really? Oh, yeah, I promise you that's going to happen. That's what he said. I promise that's going to happen. Oh, that's your promise? Like I said, I don't want to buy your vacuum cleaner. I don't want to buy your $3,000 vacuum cleaner. No, thank you. I don't believe that you're telling me the truth. And I'll see you later. Have a good day. I'm sorry, I don't own this house. I don't care if the rugs are stained. What do I care if the carpets are stained? I don't own this place. Whatever. I'm moving next month. Whatever I need to do to hear you get out of my face. Anyway, though, hit the link. That was kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of fun. Stop using people's arguments. You're gonna get hurt with them. Fanon, they are talking. What's it, Fanon? They're in here talking about Boots and Haney are the same size in the ring. I don't know. They may be. I don't know. Are they? They may be. Boots doesn't look anorexic when he weighs in. I don't know. They may be. They may be. I think Boots is a pretty slim guy. He weighed in at 145.7 or something, didn't he? Didn't he weigh in like a full half pound under? I don't know. They may be. Devin is that dude. Look, watch this. Lightweight to welterweight is the move. Historically, lightweight to welterweight. Gervonta Davis, Terence Crawford is probably the same size as Jerron, and it's a little. There you go. Isn't too much. I don't know if he isn't, man. Devin Haney is big. Devin Haney's a big dude. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know. Because Devin is definitely very, very big and has no business in that lightweight division. But too bad, so sad. No tank fight for you. I'm just saying I don't know. I have to see him in person. Devin's pretty big. They're all little guys, though, really. To me, they're all little guys. Yeah, to me, they're all little guys. But whatever, man. You guys go ahead and do what you guys want to do, bro. That's all I can say. I ain't really, GM in the building. Thank you, brother. He said, how much you think Boots weigh in the ring? I don't know, probably 155, 160, something like that. They said Devin weighed in at 150. What's 24 pounds? 159 the morning. Devin probably weighs 165 in the ring. Devin probably cuts 30 pounds. That's amazing. That's amazing that he cuts 35. Job, pay bills week. I got a PayPal, bro. Fanon something. Be back. Hey, thank you, John Tony. I appreciate you, brother. Mark, thank you seriously to everybody that supports in the channel because I may not be able to go on tomorrow. Marcus E said, I appreciate you for 9 in the chat. I appreciate you way more. Thank you. Ghostbuster said, I've been posting exactly that karma statement on every Haney fangirl channel since yesterday. Of course, the Haney fangirls insisted he did nothing wrong, and that was different than Tank. It doesn't matter if he did anything wrong or not. Because he did it before you knew. And by the way, they posted it about the domestic violence thing. And you don't know if Devin Haney did anything wrong or not. You're just taking Bill Haney at his word. You don't know. You weren't there. And what is Bill Haney supposed to say? That he did it? Why are you not jumping up tomorrow? Well, I'm probably going to go on in the afternoon tomorrow. I'll probably go on in the afternoon tomorrow. Oh, actually, because it's just so awkward because I may go on in the evening. Man, I'll probably go on the evening during the Frank Martin fight. Because my son has a basketball game in Dallas or in Fort Worth. So I have to go to Fort Worth. And his game is at 9 o'clock in the morning. So he has a 9 o'clock in the morning one and a 12 o'clock one. So I may be able to go on, but I'll probably just go to the 12 o'clock game tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do because I don't want to skip. Work calls, man, duty calls. But I love watching my son play basketball. I ain't gonna lie, that's a joy in my life watching my son play basketball. I don't really want to miss the game. I may be able to go live during the game though. Maybe I'll try to do a little live stream during the game, but that's tough. Like while I'm there. Or come on right at, actually, I may come on at 10 and go from 10 to like 11:30 tomorrow. That's probably what I'll do. Go 10 to 20:30 tomorrow. Hey, what's up? To my guy, what's going on? Tremaine Smith, how can I help you? Tremaine Smith, you're on mute. Tremaine, you have to unmute yourself. Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me? Good morning.
I can now. Good morning.
I said good morning to you. Man, I've been working, haven't been able to have the opportunity to reach.
You went silent again. Your connection is bad. Real quick, though. My guy, hey, Mr. Williams, OC Buck, said keep burning those cheap Haney hot dogs. Hey, bro, I got to kick you out because you're in a bad place.
Busy.
You got to get to a better reception, brother. You got to get better reception. I'll be here though, but you got to get better reception because I can't hear you. Haney fans keep bringing the straw man arguments. Hey, dude, these dudes be they bring everything. They bring all kind of stuff. But yeah, look, man. At the time, just so you know, I don't like the word atheist because honestly, that's kind of like to me, that's like, man, if you're an atheist, I can understand it. Like you're kind of neutral on theology, I can understand that. He said, Fanon, yes, sitting in the stands, watching my son play varsity basketball and football as a sophomore was awesome. Sauce, hell of a feeling. Yeah, man, yeah. Man, my son would have played varsity as a sophomore, but his grades were off, and that sucked. But it is what it is, man. And seeing him, that's what's up. Let me explain to you again, just because, hey, thank you for the $10 holler. Thank you. Let me explain to you guys, because some of y'all don't know right from wrong. Let me explain why it's not the same thing. Why it's the same thing. Gervonta Davis was not convicted of a crime at the point in time he showed his mugshot. Was not convicted of a crime when at the time he showed the mugshot. As of right now, Devin Haney is not convicted of a crime. At the time Bill Haney did that, Gervonta had not been convicted for anything. And and as far as what that mugshot was for at the time, he was never convicted of that. They didn't even they dropped charges on him. They dropped the charges. You just think that it's okay. You don't like Gervonta, so it's okay to do that to people you don't like. But with people you do like, don't do it to the people I like. Oh, man, of Shevitz. Man, thank you, Verge. Great show for 9. Thanks from A.H. Tony. Blessings, brother. That's huge. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's big. Man, y'all, thank you so much for that support, bro. Thank you, man. That's big. Thank you. But look, here's the link. I love, dude, we have not had a problem with Devin Haney talk today. People were not sick of it today. But I will continue to tell you guys, if you are over there on Twitter and you're bumping your lips, hit the link. And tell me how I'm being unfair to somebody. I'm still waiting to hear it out of somebody's mouth. You guys can jump on my comments all the time. You got something to say. T. Wells in the building said, for the unk of this boxing talk. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. You said, John Tony said, you're welcome. We got you. Thank you. Now, seriously, you do. And I can't tell you how much I'm appreciative of it. I get up every morning loving to talk boxing. Like, man, woo, thank you. Like, I think my diet is helping my mood too. I think my diet is helping my mood too. I think I'm much more balanced emotionally. Good morning. Yeah, at first I thought he was serious. When I read a couple of his comments, he was just riding this. I know what that one D1 is. I don't know what you're talking about, D1. Man, look, dude. Look, man. Please be fair to boxers. Especially if what you're saying is that you're supporting our culture. Maybe I should say culture pimps. Is that better? Culture pimps. Stop pimping the culture. I don't even like the culture thing, right? Because we all behave different places. But stop pimping the culture, okay? No, I am just not letting sugar in my system. I am not letting sugar in my system. Or very, very little sugar. So very, very little things that turn into sugar in my system. And I've limited myself to 2 meals a day. I'm not eating before noon. Usually around 1 o'clock. If I can last to 2 or 3 o'clock, I will. And then all I'm eating is the only real sugar I'm letting in my body are berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. That's it. That's what I'm doing. And that's all I'm doing. And that's for good. Period. I'm not doing that anymore. That's where I've changed how I'm eating. I'm limiting my portions. I'm really limiting it's hard for me to always limit my portions. But I'm limiting I'm cut out a meal a day, and I push my meal up to like 12:30, 1 o'clock, sometimes as late as 3. And I'm cooking all my meals. And I don't want any sugar in my body. Martin called him out multiple times, and they ignored it. No one wants to fight him, Buzz. What are you talking about? Martin called out who? I don't call it intermittent fasting because I don't need any more complications. Hey, will the Devonaires please stand and hit the link? Thank you, Jameson Childress. No, they will not. They will not. They will sit over there right where they're supposed to be, quiet. MP3 Biz said, Fanon sued for taking the taste out of a man's mouth by means of a slap. Hey, man. Woo. Promise you, I'll slap the tar. Woo-wee. You slap somebody cold cock them, they can definitely go out now. Yes, sir. Yes, you know what? Did you get that detox? No, I didn't get the detox. The guy was talking about the same thing that I'm talking about. But no, I'm not gotten myself to. I have to stick with the regiment that I have. I cannot change it. I have to make it very consistent. And I'm going to make it consistent all the way to my goal. Okay? I can't put my pressure on myself with changing too many things. I can't do it. I got to be consistent. I have to be consistent. And I can't keep changing things up. Every time I get something new or I heard something new, I can't do it. I'm saying, look, okay, here's the thing. Sugar raises my insulin. Insulin is a fat storing hormone. If I eat a lot of sugar, my body's going to retain a lot of fat. And over time, I'm going to become insulin resistant. And if I become insulin resistant, I'm going to be diabetic, which is going to shut down my kidneys. So I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit the amount of food that I eat so my body will burn off this fat because it will not have all that sugar to rely upon for energy. I'm taking walks and I'm working out 3-4 times a week with my cardio, keeping my heart rate going. And I'm walking one time, and one of them is going to be a walk in the sun so I can get my vitamin D and stop looking pale. But other than that, I'm limiting how much I sip. Cut that down. Make sure I take a bunch of days break off of that. Limit how much I do that. And, and then the next step, when I get down to 180 pounds, then, okay, I think that I got a lot of fat out of my stuff. Anyway, that's why I'm saying, no, I can't be doing like the detox. That's something that's if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that after I get done with this goal. Hey, thank you. So, hey, RIP. What? Oh, man, I didn't know Antoine Eccles died. Exactly. Died from complications of diabetes. Hey, Marge Blackwood said, I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Mama. Appreciate you. I'm gonna go eat some In-N-Out soon. No, I'm not about to see. I'm not doing that. That's my thing, and I just gotta stay with that till this stuff comes off me. And that means more. Now, see that right there? This means something in life. Anybody knows me knows that this is what means something to me. That this means a lot to me. What y'all trolls think, I could give a rat's ass about that. But what she says, that means a lot to me. Every now and then, when you pause, you whistle. What song are you whistling to? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I think it may be like, I don't know, man. It may be like the Walt Disney theme or something like that. Something. I don't know. Please consider weight training to signal muscle. I'm okay with that. I've got plenty of muscle. And I do lift every once in a while, but that's not my issue. That's not my issue. I need this cardio. I've spent a long time. I've lifted last year. I lift on a semi-regular basis. When I get my body down, weight down, then I'll start focusing on, okay, let me start lifting weights. Let me do all of that. As of right now, I'm good. I'll lift a couple times a week, 1 week, may not lift the next week, may lift a couple times a week after that. Muscle, I'm okay because I'm having protein. I don't really worry about my muscle retention because I'm plenty muscular. I worry more about my blood pressure and getting this fat off of me and getting the fat out of my blood so that my blood will flow better and I don't have to worry about a stroke later on in life. I'm 55. I can start lifting again. I'm 54. So that's nothing for me to jump up in there and start lifting weights. Fanon, you cooking all your meals is huge, bro. Yeah, I cook all my meals. I've been cooking all of my meals and all my wife's meals, most of my son's meals. Yeah, because I can cook. I know how to cook. Culture vultures, Fanon, yeah. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot of that. Ye died in Davenport, Iowa. Davenport and Cedar Rapids both have been some nice. Yeah, my wife's mother is from there, around that area. But look, let me hit this. RIP to Antoine Eccles. So you cut back on sugar to lower your blood pressure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you cut back on sugar to lower your blood pressure because you got to lose weight. Sugar makes you produce the pancreas, create insulin. When your body creates insulin, that is a fat storage device. When you store a lot of fat, you have more fat in your bloodstream. When you have more fat in your bloodstream, it makes it harder for your blood to go through your body. You've got fat in your blood too. So yeah, absolutely. If you lower your weight, a lot of times you will lower your blood pressure. But you can't lower your blood pressure if you don't get rid of fat because a lot of your weight is your fat. My fat is fat. A lot of my weight is fat. So I got to get rid of the fat. You need to detox sugars and toxins out with a plant-based diet. I like my meat. Pause. I'm eating fish and I'm eating chicken. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'm not turning into a vegetarian all of a sudden. I'm not doing it. It's already, I'm gonna eat my meat now. What's going on? Pause.
You do know that's me that's talking to you, that Kareem 717.
No, I didn't know that. But yeah. But let's talk boxing because I don't really want to get into a long health conversation. But what's up?
Well, your health is important, man. You don't want to die because of it. You just, went over something a second ago about health, and that's
Okay.
all. That's all I really chimed in for. Just, I've been doing that. What I told you about, and I was 233 pounds about a week ago. I'm down about 15 pounds, man, in just a week. So I'm on a 2-week detox.
Oh,
And
you're talking about the detox. You're the guy that pointed me to the black doctor?
yeah, that was me.
Oh, yeah, that guy's good. I've been listening to him ever since. Very
Yeah,
succinct. Yeah, I've enjoyed his stuff.
But I come from the school. I was trained by Dr. Sabi. So I've been doing it for a long time. But I had started going back on the meats and eating all crazy whatever I wanted. But I eat clean, but I eat meats. I have no pancreas, so I store insulin from food. So it was sitting on my gut, my legs, my thighs, my butt, my chest, and I was 230, man. Like I said, man, it was looking crazy. It's just 230 looking crazy. So I started that like last Wednesday. Next Wednesday is my last day off. I already lost about 10 to 15 pounds, but I'm sweating. I got a solar suit, a whole body suit. I'm doing leg lifts because like I said, I got fat on my thighs, on the inside of my thighs that, just don't look right. Because I'm a muscular guy because I worked out when I was younger. But I started, you lack off. I dislocated my arm, so I lacked off and stopped working out and started getting fat accumulated on me. Plus, my pancreas was taken out when I was a young guy because I had, sugar problems, and it killed my pancreas. So they had to, go in there and take that out. And, that regulates the sugar and the insulin. So, I know what you're talking about when it comes to that insulin stuff, man. I've been dealing with it all my life, trying to figure out ways since I was a young man to not be collecting so much fat on my body. But like I had heart disease, lung disease, took all different types of medications. You're 53 or 54, you say? You're just a few years younger than me, and you probably been through the same stuff because we got the American diet. So I did cut out meat out of my diet, but you can't. I'm going to go back to meat, clean eating meat. But that chicken and that fish and stuff, that stuff stores up in your gut, man. My gut was filled up with garbage. Like really, when I started taking the detox, I started going to the bathroom, man, and that's all just processed stuff that I got in my stomach because I eat bread too, So yeah, I don't want to take it
on it, man.
Yeah, I don't want to take it away from the boxing, but that's what I called you for.
Well, I appreciate it because I've definitely been listening to the dude, and I'm definitely thinking about the plant-based stuff, and I understand where you guys are coming from. I just know that for myself, I have to make something a habit, because if I jump off this and I do something else, then I jump off that, I may not go back to what I was doing before. I just want to be consistent, just like in every other area in my life where I've made improvements and I've achieved goals. It's because I've been very consistent in something. And once something becomes something that's consistent, like I get up and I work every morning, I do boxing videos every morning, it becomes a habit. So it's not hard to continue to do. Once I get myself to the point where like I ate a little bit of oil on my popcorn that my wife wanted, but it was like oil from like butter flavored oil. I put on something and I just like, oh my God, this is nasty. Like, but you know what I mean? But like, if I go back to that, if I switch, I just don't want to do it. But let me jump back to boxing, man, because most people want to talk boxing.
No problem.
Thank you, Kareem. Appreciate you, brother.
Looking out for you because I don't want to look up one day and you're gone, man.
I'm going to be gone. You're going to look up one day and I'm going to be gone. That's for damn sure. If you still here, one day you're going to look up and I'm going to be gone. Now, death is for sure. I'm just worried. I just don't want to be. I'm not worried about dying.
No,
I'm worried about living uncomfortably. I don't want to live uncomfortably. I don't want to have a stroke. Like my father, who I love more than everybody. Like I love my father very much, but my father had a stroke. So my father is now like living, and he's living in a way that is more uncomfortable than he would like to live. So for me, I just don't want to live. I don't want a period of time where I'm living uncomfortable. Dying, I could walk out and get hit with a car tomorrow. Somebody could get hit with a stray bullet tomorrow on the death part. That's coming. It's living uncomfortably that I don't want. I don't want to be fat no more. You know what I mean? I don't want to put shirts on anymore and feel like I just don't want that anymore. I want it off my body. But let me go, man. I'm gonna holler at you, brother. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, man. Peace. Yeah, that's a great conversation. I love that conversation. No doubt about it. I do. You can't outwork a bad diet. No, you can't. But look, let me say what's up to the people supporting in the chat. That's why I wanted to get to. Hey, my guy. Hey, OKC King said, finally out of the hospital. Man, congratulations, man. OKC Gun King said, finally out of the hospital. Good for you. Good for you. And my guy, Just Do with a Little Blue. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And Mr. Hayes in the building said, for Fanon and John Bowie and the chat fam, Team Spence. Yes, sir. Hey, Mr. Phillips said, I'm trying to drop 5, but look up Aki Awakening Sharp. Yeah, look, I got to stick with what I'm doing because I've lost weight already. I mean, I feel it coming off. I see it coming off. I'm staying where I am. You know, I don't really eat a lot of big red meat, a lot of red meat. Like, don't really eat a lot. I did cut out bacon though. So I got rid of bacon and I've got rid of cheese. So I'm getting rid of bacon, get rid of cheese. That's enough sacrifices for right now. I can't overdo the sacrifices. All right. Again, I let me work on it as I go. Jay Miller in the building said, hey, been out for a minute. Hope all is well. Hey, thanks, Jay Miller. What's going on, you brother? All these people have myths about losing weight. Fanon, you had the right idea. Yeah, I just gotta, I wouldn't mind doing it. You're talking about like a de-cleanse, a detox, a cleanse, and all that. I don't think that would be a bad thing. I just gotta wait till I get rid of this weight. To get rid of this weight. And I'm like, even getting into lifting weights and all that, dude, I'm not gonna hurt myself anymore. Lifting weights, just walking around too heavy will hurt your knees. Keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to dramatically change stuff. That's what make people go back and forth. Yeah, I can't do it. Ain't no extremes for me, bro. I'm trying to just get it to be a habit. But here's the link. Somebody hit that link, man. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Mr. Elliott, though. Thank you, Kareem. I really do appreciate it. And I did go listen to that guy. I did. And I've definitely listened to what he had to say about certain things, and I've definitely implemented what he's had to say about certain things. I haven't listened to the cleanse thing and all of that and going without meat. At this point in time, man, I'll work my way to it once I like, eating what do you call NUTS? So I don't have to say pause. What is that? Crawford's trainer needs to really watch his body for real. Dog, hey man, look, that's him. I don't want to make comments about that. That's him. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get back on this boxing talk though. Because I did, I would rather do the metaphysical talks than that. Because, I know I'm far from perfect in that regard. Let's get back on topic now. Ask a question, Lane Gang Fitness. Legumes. Is that? Yeah, legumes. Yeah. The legumes. Eating some walnuts and eating some pecans. I'm starting to eat more of those. But let's get back. Ask me a question. Hey, Peace Seeker, thank you for joining, man. Thank you, Peacekeeper. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for becoming a channel member, Peace Seeker. Where were we? Maybe I should go to the last super chat. Oh, no. That's not. I can't do that one. All right. So anyway, back to that other topic that we were talking about. I still am waiting for you guys to explain to me. No, Frank Martin fights tomorrow. I'm still waiting for you guys to explain to me how in the world I be hating on this dude. I still want to know. I still and honestly do not get it. Other than me not following the line that people say that they let me tell you, man, all the media, boxing media sucks. Not all of it. Not everybody in media sucks. Just like there are some very good media members that are traditional media members, like Paul Magno. Hey, man, thank you to my guy. T. Marquis said, for the great show today. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Hey, I see you, Terrell W. I see you. Thank you. Thank you. There's some very good media members. Jake Donovan is very good in the media. I like Jake Donovan. I like Paul Magno. There's writers that I really like. Just like there's YouTube channels and people that are in this quote unquote new media that I like. But by and large, media is media and it is easily manipulated. And there's a difference between being somebody that is in public relations media and somebody that is a journalist. So video journalists, I have a lot of respect for video journalists. I have a lot of respect for traditional journalists, no matter what the media that they use to chronicle their journal. Does that make sense to you? I hope that makes sense to you. It is just as easy for somebody that is public relations, like say Mike Coppinger. Mike Coppinger, I do not believe is really engaging in journalism. He seems to me to be somebody that is repeating what sources want him to say without questioning it, without really getting the other side of it, and just releasing that information to boxing fans because the promoter wants that information to be released. Where you have somebody like Paul Magno, who writes for Fight Hype, that will take the information, but he will also give you what he thinks about the information and he'll give you the relevant information, but he's not just repeating what a promoter wants you to repeat. Deem in the building. What's going on, Deem? How can I help you, sir? You're on mute. I can't hear you. Okay. Let me finish that point, then I'll let you on when you jump back on. So on YouTube, you get the same thing. You get people that are really, like, I'm going to tell you who's media. Like AM Sports Media. I think those guys really do. I don't do this. I think those guys really do aspire to do video journalism. That's an example of somebody that I think does that. I don't get to listen to everything that they say, but I think that they really do try their best. They're not very sensational. You know, they're not really sensational with their titles or with how they present it, and they give you what they think and they give it to you in kind of like a balanced way. But balance doesn't mean they're not expressing their opinion. But I think that they are really trying to engage in true journalism, right? And live up to, I also think guys like YSM Sports Media do that, right? There's a lot of people out there that I really think do that. But there are some people out there that really don't. They're doing public relations for fighters. And my problem is never been with Devin Haney. It's been with the public relations that surrounds him. I've never really I don't have a problem with the fighter himself. I got a problem with the public relations that surround him. And that's why you see how the public relations machine for Devin Haney behaves towards Gervonta Davis. They turn into a slander machine when it comes to Gervonta Davis. They become a protection agency when it comes to Devin Haney because PR has those different roles. When you're trying to talk about Devin's competition, it becomes an attack. when you talk about Devin, it becomes let's all circle around him and protect him. Deem in the building. What's going on, man? I see you back.
Hey, Fanai, you can hear me?
Perfectly well.
How you doing, big dog? How's everything, man?
Man, I'm trying to make it move, man. I'm good.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't complain.
Hey, man,
How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I've been busy, man, handling business. Doing the stuff I got to do, man. I wanted to bring up what you was talking about as far as like the media and stuff like that. I think that we do a great job for once the guys get notoriety, the Gervonta Davises and the Errol Spences and Terence Crawfords. But like I just think in boxing right now, they're not doing as good of a job with the guys like Zayas and Matella and David Morrell, the guys that me and you, we know are very talented and probably upcoming next. And the Frank Martins, like the world don't even know, like unless you in boxing, the world don't know Frank Martin fighting this weekend. Or Stephen Fulton. And anyway, that should be a major fight that's promoted crazy, but it's not. This for the belts. This is a major fight. They got Inoue at #1 pound for pound, but the fight that he got coming up is not like a big, you know what I mean? It's not getting a lot of hype around it. And I just think like from the mainstream media, they don't do a good job with the guys that's at the lower level currently, but they're moving up. Like David Morrell is probably going to be a superstar in a 3 to 4 year span. He's already good now, but I just don't feel as though we cover them well enough. Guys like you do and other the YouTube world does. But the YouTube world is not just mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ESPNs and the Foxes and those. They don't have boxing segments when you watch Undisputed and things like that. It's only about the top tier boxers. But that's not boxing, though. The boxing is not just 5 to 6 guys. The Wilders and the Furies and the Gervonta. Boxing is so much more deeper than that. And I just feel like in order for those guys to get the credit and recognition, like prime example for now, you see how they starting to make all these big fights now and everything because of the Gervonta Davis situation with Ryan Garcia. As soon as that fight happened, it's been like a snowball effect on everything that's been going on. But I believe that same thing can happen if the mainstream media start pushing these guys, because boxing is such a big sport, money-making sport, but it's took a back seat because it's not getting the coverage that football and basketball and all that stuff. But now, when I was a kid back in the 90s, when I was a young guy, you knew about the Trinidads and the Emmanuel Augustus and the people like that. Even if like Emmanuel Augustus wasn't like the most popular fighter, but you knew who he was. They still put it out there. So I knew who Floyd Mayweather was for before he ever became Money Mayweather or any of that. You know what I mean? Because they did a good job of talking about him. Pretty Boy Floyd, he the new up-and-coming guy. So I feel like we just don't do a good enough job talking about the guys that's coming behind the guys that's currently superstars. It's like the mainstream media only waits to talk about them once they become that. But the work's already done at that point. Just like you got people asking you, when Frank Martin fight? As a community, everybody should know when Frank Martin fighting. Because talent-wise, for now, Frank Martin is a top 20 guy, period. So I just want to land there and just get your thoughts on that, man, and how you got what you think about that.
I mean, yeah, I think that I think that the hardcore boxing fans, true boxing fans, people that like and talk about boxing all the time, are really the heart of the sport. So you have, but there are only a certain number of them are going to bubble out of the center, you know? Yes. So you have, like I said to the last, who was the guy that was on? To the Real Mulatto. When I was like, look, man, you got the money divisions, you got the kind of the glamour divisions. There's only going to be a certain number of fighters that are really going to get the attention of mainstream boxing fans, at any one point in time. But who they are, who those guys they will be, is dependent on what they do in the ring, right? If these people are really exciting and they're knocking people out and people want to see them, then they'll become big. I think part of the problem with Monster Inoue and why people aren't really talking about Monster Inoue is because Monster Inoue is not in the United States.
I agree. But what about Stephen Fulton for not?
I think Stephen Fulton is also at a littler weight class.
Okay.
A smaller weight class. It typically doesn't get a lot of attention.
Right.
But if Stevie Fulton Jr. keeps doing his thing, his name is gonna get bigger. I just don't know how often really, other than guys that like obviously the PBC is not putting his name out there and doing like the PBC doesn't have a pound for pound list that they publish that on a big website where people go look at for other things. They don't have a PBC belt that they're putting out like Ring Magazine does, and they don't really have that, you know what I mean? That type of situation going on. But Steve Fulton Jr.'s name is getting bigger and bigger, and if he beats
in your way,
in a way, it's going to continue to get bigger.
I wanted to ask you another question for now, as far as boxing.
Let me finish the answer though.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, but the question is whether or not, when, as far as people just knowing who he is and hearing the names of boxers, that pound for pound list on ESPN and Ring for just casual boxing, for many boxing fans, let me say that, many boxing fans, they hear about these guys because of those lists. And you remember that time that Jalen Rose said one of these monumentally dumb things, where Jalen Rose was talking about I think he was talking about how he thought Terence Crawford was, or Vasily Lomachenko was a good fighter, but who he wants to see him fight next is Terence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, like, I did. Yeah, I did.
He said something like that.
Yeah, I remember it. I know what you're talking about.
That tells you that's where these guys, some of these people take that list like those are real fighters that can fight each other. So if the PBC, if the ESPN is not going, and they are the world leader in sports, if they're not going to really, if they're going to continue to like put their thumb on the scale of justice for fighters that fight on their network, then with a lot of people that talk, the problem is going to continue. But that's my take on it.
I wanted to ask you, all right, back in the 90s when I was a child, you remember Fight Night, the video game? I think a lot when we was younger, the kids that's in our early 30s and late 20s, mid 30s, we had those video games as kids. So they put boxers on there that may have not been as popular, the Miguel Cotto's and Victor Ortiz's and people like that. Like I remember back in the day before Pacquiao was a big superstar for he was on Fight Night, and we used to always use him back in the early 2000s and stuff like that. He wasn't a major star then, but I feel like us not having a boxing game out for the younger generation in today's time, that's hurting it too, with not getting the younger people as involved. Because for now, you know what I mean, guys don't watch NBA, but they play 2K, so they know all the guys from the NBA. And I think boxing need to come back to that too, because we always had a fight night and things. So even if the fighters wasn't like a Frank Martin would be on that game, Monster in a way, Steven, they would be on those games where I think people where that's casual fans would know more of who they was. But since we haven't had a real boxing game in 10 to 15 years, maybe longer than that, it's taken away some of that luster. And these is what these kids are into. So I just wanted to just put that perspective out there too, because
it makes sense because the game is still there. The fight night game is still there. It's just UFC. All they did is just, and because UFC, they don't have to pay the individual. They don't have to pay the individual guys.
Right.
They can just have a contract with the UFC, and those guys get very little. They get very little money off of that. Where if you have it on, you have to contract with Errol, Terence, Gervonta. You got to do all those guys. You may have to cut a deal with the PBC, cut a deal with ESPN. Yeah. You got to do all that. So it's just the decentralized nature of boxing. Okay. I think the bigger thing is that when the PBC, one of the big problems with me is the fact that these guys want the PBC to fail so bad, and how bad they really were attacking the idea when the PBC tried to put it back on regular TV.
Yes, I remember that. You had
6-8 million people watching these fights, and all you got out of a lot of the sections of boxing were people complaining about the fact that it was on there. Like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like, you just want them to fail, man. You want it to be sitting over here on pay-per-view, which is why I'm saying, like, there's a difference between being a star and being a pay-per-view star.
Yes, it
is. That's why I say Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not as big a star as He's nowhere near as big a star as Ali was.
Right.
And when people look and they say, well, look how much more money he made. Yeah, but he's a pay-per-view star. It's like you hid him behind a wall and made everybody pay to get in. So just because everybody paid a lot of money to get into your private party doesn't mean there were as many people in your private party as the free one that took place at the Astrodome.
No,
you know what I mean?
I completely agree with that.
So yeah, I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot of that.
Okay.
A lot of that.
Okay. I just wanted to put that perspective out there, man, and see what you thought
worries,
about
man.
that.
I enjoyed the conversation.
Man, you my guy, man. I'll be back up, man. I've been handling business. Just know I love you, big dog. I love your channel. Everybody in the chat, they come support me with on my other channels that I be on, and that's much appreciated. You hear me?
Oh man, yes, sir, man. Much love to you as well, man. You have a beautiful day, man.
My guy, man. Thank you.
All right, now, peace. Yeah, hey, they've been talking about Undisputed for a while. When is it coming out? It's already out. You're talking about that one game, they already got it online. But I'm not, dude, honestly, man, I'm too old to be playing video games, man. And I'm not about to go buy no PlayStation 5 so you can jack up the price and I got to pay money for every type of attribute to go up. Dog, I wouldn't even mind playing video games if you could just play them like you used to. Now it's just a ripoff. I'm so glad, man. I purposely got my son out of playing video games. I don't think my son is 17. I don't think my son has played a video game in years. I don't think my son has played a video game in years. And because I'm like, hey, man, we're going to have to try. I give you money to go out, hang outside, go outside. You know what I'm saying? Go get some women. Go chase some girls or something. You know what I mean? Go chase some girls or something. I'm tired of having to pay for this. Like, man, dude, it was crazy how much money. Not just buying it. I don't care. If you charge, first of all, I'm just not playing video games. I don't have time for video games. I don't have any time for no video games, man. You know, like life is a video game. The only video game I want to play is YouTube. Hey, $2 holler. Team Spence man down for my guy. Be easy. Thank you, brother, for that support, bro. Thank you. You heard me? Nah, I'm all right. I don't have time for video games, man. I'm 54 years old. I don't have time for that. Maybe I have time later on. And plus, I don't want my hands. Man, I ain't about to give myself arthritis doing all of that stuff. Y'all going to be jumping out here with all them kids going to have arthritis. Be like, man, why am I'm 40 years old. Why do I have arthritis? That's why. You got arthritis. Anyway, put him in the dirt. Man, my voice hasn't been acting up as much as lately. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, so here's a link again for the weekend. Who's gonna take the fall? King said, hey man, I'm gonna get up here and say something, and I ain't gonna argue, and you ain't gonna have a chance to argue with me. I feel you, man. I feel you. Pause. I gotta pause after everything now that I pause after one thing. Ridiculous. Let me see something real quick. Man, Terence Crawford crybaby, bro. God dog, man. Like, yeah, for now, carpal tunnel, you know. For now, I'm starting to feel like I got clickbaited. How you feel like you got clickbaited? How did you get clickbaited, Trill Goon? Click this. Let me bait you. Let me clickbait you. Click this. You got clickbaited with what? Trill Goon. Click that link. Let me bait you to click that link. Terence Crawford whooping Errol Spence Jr. with Shakur's help. That means he's sparring. And we talked about that. Gervonta Davis karma bites Devin's team. And it did. Because now y'all looking like idiots. Playing around, throwing mud on people's names. What is the clickbait in that? I would love to know. I've been actually asking people to let me know how I've been clickbaiting anyway. I'm still waiting on that. Still waiting on y'all to actually have the courage to sit up there and say something on camera, or at least where your voice can be heard. My brothers are honored to sit at the master's feet. I love my brothers with tears. Look at this soldier salute. You talking about Jay? Jay Tony? Yeah, hit the link. I'm right here. So let me know how I'm clickbaiting you. And if so, I'll apologize. Hit the link. I think you're baiting me into speaking to you. Nah, they won't. Trust me, merch is dumb. They do not do that. You're gonna get Jeffrey. You're gonna get the delusional crew. You're gonna get the delusional crew, and that is it. Nothing else. So, who are the top 3 guys? What's gonna happen in the weight class? I fell back in the chat because wifey called. Oh, yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah, it is. I can't wait. I can wait. The weird thing is, though, the closer I get to this fight, the less nervous I am. It's bizarre. The closer we get to the fight, the less worried I am. The more confident I am in my pick. Jeffrey said he's waiting for the Crawford talk. I'm talking about Crawford right now. Crawford is saying he can't wait to prove the critics wrong. He's fighting for the critics. He's fighting for you and me. Oh, okay. Bud fans are completely delusional. I don't think, hey, what's going on, Ox? Hey, how you feeling, man? I hope you're doing well, man. I don't think that they're completely delusional. I think that there's arguments for why it's reasonable to think Terence Crawford can win the fight. There is, however, a lot of smoke and mirrors around it. There are. The question is just what's in the middle of that labyrinth of smoke and mirrors. Because the smoke and mirrors are not going to be there when they get in the ring. Fanon, how you think Martin stacks up against Shakur? Them boys got them eyes on that fight. I think it's a good fight. I think that's a tough fight for Shakur. I think that's the hardest fight of Shakur's career, actually. I think that's a tough fight. That's a very tactical fight. That's a very scientific fight. Obviously, wow. The championship experience, goes to Shakur because he's been there. He's been in the ring. He's been in the big fights. The power is there for Frank Martin. I don't know, man. I just think that I love to see that fight. I hope they can make that fight. And I think it's a makeable fight. Because, Man Down Promotions is not going to overprice it. And they very well may be willing for him to go over to ESPN to have the fight. It's just the only issue to me is whether or not they're going to be in a position with the sanctioning bodies to make that fight take place. That's it. I'm not going to pick Martin to beat Shakur. I'm going to call it a 50-50 fight and see what happens. Because I don't see a clear path to victory for either one. But that's just because I may not be that good predicting that style. You know what I mean? There may be a mismatch in that I can't see. So for me, kind of like when there's 2 prospects fighting and they have similar styles, but you're like, you don't really know what's the real deal, like what's real and what's fake. And sometimes the real one is fake. The one that you thought was real was the fake. And the ones that you thought that was fake was real. For me, a good example of that was the Devin Alexander fight with Tim Bradley. I was high on Devin Alexander, and I was high on Tim Bradley at 140 pounds. I thought they were both very good fighters. And when those guys fought, I didn't really know who was going to win. But Tim Bradley showed in that fight that he was a level above Devin Alexander. And that played itself out for the remainder of their career. So in this particular instance, it's kind of like that for me. It's where I'm like, okay, I believe Shakur Stevenson is a very good fighter. I believe that Frank Martin's a very good fighter. These guys, I can't really see what's going to happen, right? Like, for example, when Tim Bradley fought and Devin Alexander fought, I knew Devin Alexander wasn't a big puncher. And I knew Tim Bradley wasn't a big puncher either. But, you know, Tim Bradley had more for him. He had more. You know what I mean? So that's where I am. And Shakur is more proven, but he hasn't proven he's better than honestly, man, I think Frank is proven. When he got Jackson Marinez and when he just got dude up out of there. We got rid of Michelle Rivera. The way he got rid of Michelle Rivera. That fight was supposed to be a 50-50 fight. And I said, nah, man, I think I have Frank Martin in that. And Frank Martin proved me wrong, but he proved me wrong in a bigger way than I thought he was. You can call him fake Ali all you want. His name is Michelle Rivera. What do you think? He's going to fight the real Ali? Was he supposed to fight the real Muhammad Ali or something? Michelle Rivera is a real fighter. He can fight. Jackson Marinez is a real fighter. He can fight. Both those guys are real fighters. Both of them. So, like I said, the fight against Jackson Marinez was a test. He stopped him. He got in it with Michelle Rivera, and he beat Michelle Rivera. And he didn't beat, and that was a top-tier lightweight. That was a top-tier lightweight. With good reach, good jab, long. He proved that he was a better guy. So now, yeah, if you want to look at it from the outside looking in, you say, okay, well, who's the safe pick? The safe pick in that fight is Shakur. The safe pick is that fight in Shakur with Shakur. Again, I'm going to tell you something else, though. The safe pick against Jose Pedraza and Gervonta Davis was Jose Pedraza. That was the safe pick. That was the safe pick. I've seen enough of Frank Martin to say this guy can fight. This guy's no joke, and I like his demeanor. He's very balanced. He's very balanced. He's not shy either. I thought he was a little more quiet. You had Frank all day in that fight, easy call. Sure it is. Sure it was an easy call. That's easy to say after the fight takes place. Very easy to say after the fight takes place. Hold on. The odds were +1. Excuse me. Now watch this. Now this is not illustrative. Let me show you something. This speaks to Errol, Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford betting, by the way. This speaks to Terence Crawford. Hot take, Martin knocks out Haney. Haney will never fight him, bro. Haney's in prima donna land. Haney's in prima donna land. Frank said, man, he didn't say he hurt him. He said he had a good match with him. He didn't say he hurt him. You guys just be adding shit, bro. God dog. Stop adding stuff. Watch this. This is the matchups, right, from Pro Boxing Odds. It opened it, Frank Martin +100. Michelle Rivera -139. Watch this. What did it close at? Frank Martin -225. Closing range. Michelle Rivera was +225 when it actually happened. That speaks volumes about two things. One is your claim that it was an easy call because Michelle Rivera was the favorite. And number two, it shows you that the betting odds can change depending on where the money is getting put in. Man, dude, stop it. I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff. Oh, I hurt and embarrassed him. Man, stop. Frank Martin, put the link in the chat where Frank Martin said I hurt him and embarrassed him in front of Mayweather. Dog, let me tell you something. Will you please stop doing this sensational stuff? I hurt him and embarrassed him. That left Frank Martin's mouth. Why do I not believe that? Why do I not believe that? Why does that smell of YouTube channel title? Why does that smell of YouTube channel rumor? Why does that smell like a YouTube channel said that? Hey, Mr. Ford said, hey, Frank Martin beats the crap out of Shakur. Frank Martin is scary. Hold on one second. I got to do something.
You're the science guy. That's Bill Nye. I'm actually the behavioral science guy. Are you familiar with predictable irrationality, paradoxical persuasion, retrospective framing, attentional blindness?
Any rational about that?
Understanding human nature can be a superpower, which is why the FBI.
All right. Yeah, you're making that up. Yeah, hit the A. Oh, yeah, he ain't hitting no link, bro. Here's the link. Man, that dude ain't hitting, that young boy ain't hitting his links no more. Where's he at, bro? Yeah, hit the link. You might cry if Tank loses a fight. Really? Why would I cry over that? Why would I cry over that? Man, you guys just, hey, dude, let me tell you something. Tank Davis could lose a fight, so what? So what? You know how many people lose fights, man? Cam took it easy on Devin. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of silly. That's kind of silly. Man, one of my friends, one of my best friends has her show airing on NBC, starring, man, that's my homie right there. That's my homie right there. I wake up looking forward to this. Look, man, nobody's looking forward to hitting this link though. And we had 3 hours. Yeah, man, people lose fights. Like, I don't understand what y'all think. Why people gonna, how many fighters? Dude, Ali lost and dude, I lived. Okay. Y'all just wild. Sitting up in there, taking up space. Don't bring up Cambosa's The Art of War. Man, who cares? He's garbage. Devin got more out of beating a garbage fighter than anybody I've ever seen in my life. Is that a safe decision? A safe thing to say? Devin Haney's got more mileage out of fighting old men in trash cans than anybody I've ever seen. Nah, I think that's about right. I cannot pronounce your name, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
How do you pronounce your name? I don't want to kill it, man.
It's Bill. It's Bill. Bill.
Vito. Okay. How are you, Vito? What can I help you with, man? Hey, dude, you
Yeah,
look just like Dillian White. What do you want to talk to me about, brother?
yeah. I'm just monitoring you, and I'm getting everything you are saying. So, yeah, yeah. Thanks. Just enjoying your work, man.
Okay, man. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good point, Fahim. Correct, you are. But at least he fought Canelo. Hey, man, that's Dillian White's little cousin or something. That man looked just like Dillian White. Heavy resemblance to Dillian White. That's his cousin, brother, something. I'm just monitoring you, man. I'm just watching you on TV, and I want to see myself on TV. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, bye. No, that's some old. Hey, dude, you on some weirdo stuff, man. Definitely high power weirdo stuff. All right, so one more link. If not that, I'm gonna get out of here because I got a trip to Dallas, Texas. I gotta take, and y'all ain't clicking and smoking. I think the subjects, I think we've covered them. Other than that, man, if Jeffrey Brooks ain't trying to get smoked, come on. Let me check something real quick. Well, yeah. So anyway, man, yeah, I don't know why cats got to be weird. It's just they just weird. They are just weird. That's all we can say. Weird is weird. Anyway, but look, man, I'm gonna get up out of here a little bit early today because ain't nobody clicking these links. We have 450. Can we get 50 more to hit the 5? Okay, we'll see if y'all can hit that like button. That'd be great. Big money, Spence, guys. Mariano didn't take the bait. Your boy's never coming back, but it is what it is. But look, so I'm gonna get up out of here. Hit the link if you ain't. No, they're not gonna hit this. They're not going to. It's been fun. We'll call it a day. We'll be back. I'll be back more than likely tomorrow around 10 a.m. and maybe go from like 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. maybe from my car though. So I'll see how I'm able to actually pull that off. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Y'all have a wonderful day. Fahim said, I see your Haney and raise you a Bud Crawl. Yeah, you're right. God dog. Bud, you're right. Bud and GGG. God dog. I can't believe you're killing me, man. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I can't call a fight because I'll be in a car tomorrow. But anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.